Trey Deuce and the deuce in my bubble goose. Now I got the Mac in my knapsack, lounging black, smoking sacks up in accent sidekicks with my sidekicks, rocking fly kicks. Honeys wanna chat, but all we wanna know is where the party at. And can I bring my gat? If not, I hope I don't get shot. Better throw my vest on my chest, cause niggas is a mess. It don't take nothing but front for me to start something. Bucking and fucking at niggas like I was duck hunting. Coming out just me and my crew, cause all we wanna do is party and bullshit and party and bullshit and party and bullshit and party and bullshit and party. 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 I'm from the honeys, pound from the roughnecks. See my man say that I knew from the projects. Said he had beef, asked me if I had my piece. Short 222s in my shoes. Holla if you need me, love, I'm in the house. Roman strong, see what the honeys is about. Moet poppin', hope poppin', ain't no stoppin'. Big Papa, I'm a bad boy. Niggas wanna front, who got your back? Niggas wanna flex, who got the cat? It ain't hard to tell, I'm the East Coast overdoser. Nigga, you scared, just a poster. Nigga, I toast you.
Majorly Awesome said, ready for wings, willing to nut. Brilliant.
Bitches in the back looking righteous. In a tight dress, I think I might just hit her with a little Biggie 101. How to tote a gun and have fun with Jamaican rum conversation. Plus in rotation, my man Big Jock got the Glock in his waist and was smoking, drinking, got the hooker thinking. If money smell bad, then this nigga big and stinking. Is it my charm? I got the hookers eating out my palm. She grabbed my arm and said, let's leave calm. I'm hitting skins again. Rolled up another punch, bought a Heineken. Niggas start to low down, a kid got choked out, blows was thrown, and a fucking fight broke out.
Do you feel it? Can you feel it?
Can't we just all get along so I can put stickies on her chest like little Sean? Get a pissy drunk over Dom Perignon. And it's on, and I'm gone, that's that.
Oh, yes. Oh, my God. Once again, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for joining me right here on the Jeff Holiday channel. I am your host, Jeff Holiday, and you are here for the one, the only Wingnut Roundup! Today marks an anniversary for the Wingnut Roundup. I don't remember how many years, though. I went and I looked, and I just went, pooped it right out of my head. It's something like 7 years? Is it like 7 years I think we've been doing this now? Because we started in February when it was cold and I was bored. And I'm like, I got these pretty funny videos, but I don't really want to make a video about them. I kind of just want to giggle about them live with some people. And the rest was history. Thank you so much for joining me for this February 2025. Appreciate you guys. Hope you are well. Big thanks to all who are managing to make it live. My apologies to those who couldn't. Scheduling was weird for the roundup this month. I'm going to tell you, against my better judgment, what happened, okay? I'm going to tell you what happened. So Jeff is getting old and already was a bit Mr. Magoo, okay? And as you get older, well, you get a little bit more Mr. Magoo. And I was like, okay, well, I got to do the roundup soon. It's supposed to be the last Sunday of the month. I don't remember how many days are in February, but like, it'll be one of the weekend days. You know, if I got to do it on a Saturday instead of Sunday, that'll be fine. You know, it's total. There's only 28 days in this fucking month. So that's what happened. True story. Time to put Jeff in the home. Sorry to say. Maybe put me out to pasture. Yeah. I think it was 2018. Yeah, 7 years. Yeah. Oh boy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Yeah, I know. 28 days in February. What are you going to do? It's okay. You know, in another 5 years or so, when I'm officially ancient, it's not true, but eventually I'm going to have to be like Wild Bill, and I'm going to be on my front porch in a rocking chair. Welcome, everybody, to the Wingnut Roundup. Gather round. Here's old Papa Jeff. We're going to show you a guy who drinks his own pee. It's going to be great. It's going to be fucking awesome. It'll be awesome, awesome, awesome. The best ever. Thought I was going to say I had another injury. No. I have not injured myself. Also, since I think it was like January 3rd or 4th or something like that, I also haven't had any alcohol, and I switched to vaping instead of smoking cigarettes. But maybe the not having alcohol is why I haven't hurt myself since then. Maybe. I don't know. The two might be correlated, or it might just be an interesting circumstance. Who's to say? I'm also realizing as the weather is slowly starting to turn, it might not seem that way in your neck of the woods, but over here it's been very warm for this time of year, and I might actually have to rearrange some stuff in this studio live on the air because it's getting warm in here. Hey.
Take my money for reasons. Just thank you.
Thank you so much, Puppet on Strings. Thank you so much. And I also saw that Griffin Doggo as well tossed a super chat earlier before we went live. I think it said like pee pee poo poo or something. And it was funny because I looked at it up at the top of the chat. And thank you, Puppet. I appreciate you. Mwah. And near it, there was this button that I hadn't noticed before that said goal. And you can set like a stream super chat goal. And because of Griffin Doggo, she's Irish, doxed. And I almost put a goal in there that if we hit a certain goal, I'll dance an Irish jig and do my incredibly accurate Irish accent. But no, fuck that. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about that shit. I'm just happy to be here. I'm just happy to be here with you guys. For anybody who was able to make it despite my horrible, horrible scheduling fuck up. So we're going to have some fun tonight. It's going to be a doozy. And is very common with the Roundup. I started digging. This happens sometimes. I started digging, and I'm like, man, I don't know. I'm not really finding a whole lot of bangers. There's some standby people that I like to check in with every month, and they haven't posted. And then the Wingnut gods just blessed us and opened up and showered me just last night with so much amazing content. Just incredible stuff. Incredible stuff. And I started giggling and getting really, really happy. So, yeah. Yeah, I know, Irradiated Woman. I'm sorry. I didn't even get a chance to make a promo. That's how bananas the scheduling on this was. So, my bad. So, we're going to start off tonight with a little bit of Roger. And while he's doing that, I'm going to do my best to comment, but I'm also going to crack this door open, which means I have to pull a chair out of the way. So, let's get started. Wingnut Roundup time. Let's have some fun. Let's go!
Okay, my friends, shocker du jour. President Trump, Elon Musk, Doge, NASA is considering two options for Mars rock retrieval. They're up there. They want to spend like billions, and I'm talking multiple billions. So they're talking up to $11 billion to go pick these rocks up. And we're in a race with China. Do we use a sky crane or a heavy lifter? Let's see what they're going to go retrieve. I study biology extremely in depth, and I'm going to tell you right now, that's what they're going to retrieve, is biology. All right, my friends, this is going to be hard on everybody. There's going to be a lot of people displaced and changed.
You know me, Roger. I like it hard. Give it to me as hard as possible, Rock Daddy. Look, I thought by now we were already supposed to be on Mars, weren't we? I thought, I was pretty sure, we were supposed to already be on Mars, 3 or 4 years ago, you know? Yeah, but, hey, you know what? Good news, I do support us going to Mars, especially for scientific research, and if we're going there to find biology, rather than the Rockies, fucking I'm in. I'm into it. Let's find some Mars biology.
But there's going to be so much open to move into, because literally everything that we have known is going to change right now. literally everything, from physics to history to chemistry, everything. I mean,
it's all
100%.
going to change, baby. It's all going to change.
I'm not kidding you. Just keep your eye.
You may be losing your Medicare, but you know what? We're going to find some fleshy noodleage on Mars, so suck it up.
Now, don't forget, this could cost up to $11 billion to go up, and years and years to do this, to retrieve these samples that they left up here. And these samples are nothing more than heart sarcomeres in biology. That is heart sarcomeres from a gigantic creature. We have them here on Earth, too. No difference between Mars and on Earth, except Mars was hit by Venus, destroyed it, wiped out the...
Wait. Hang on. Hang on a second. Now, the idea that instead of rocks on Mars, it's actually just a bunch of, like, giant creature flesh that is made up all these formations that otherwise we mistakenly, like fucking idiots, thought were geology. Okay, that I can buy into. Sure. How did Venus hit Mars?
I am absolutely certain at this point that Roger fell out of a wormhole from Bionis, Allrest, or Ionios at this point.
Okay. Yeah. No, I'm into it. I'm absolutely into it. I'm curious. I'm just so curious.
Being trans in America is terrifying right now, and I have not been okay this month.
Yeah.
Seeing the Roundup again brings me some comfort. Thank you. Love you. Trans rights. Always.
Trans rights. You know what? Here, let's talk for a second. Then we'll get right back into some Roger stuff. It has been tough. It's been grim and it's been dark. And I may have made some edgy content this past month that I stand by. I don't recant a fucking thing that I said, not at all. But I will reiterate the kind of sum and total of what I was trying to get across to people, that despite all these bad things, that it really is up to us to make our own environment. We can't control how other people will interact with us. We can't control what people and despots and authoritarians and what they will do to us. We can only control our environment and how we respond. And because of that, I have been very doomer, but I'm also throwing myself into things that I think will help me improve as a person. Working on engines and crafting things and filling my finally reading some fucking books. I'm reading the Expanse books. They're amazing. You know, I'm doing things for self-care. And while we do that, and hopefully we make some connections in our lives with the people that matter the most, we can also find some comfort in that. So, unfortunately, what that means is you got to get tough. But you also can find ways in which to enrich yourself despite it. And that's kind of the key. Let it radicalize you. Let it make you into a fierce person. Live dangerously despite how much people want to beat you down. And I believe in you, and you can fucking do it. All right? All right, back to Roger. Let's go! Thank you again, Goth Parrot and Darth Acutus. Appreciate you guys.
The atmosphere, the water, everything, and all you have left now is red dust and eroding sarcomeres from just being dry and dusting off. These blocks are muscle sarcomeres. Not only that, Bennu is the same thing. All right, you see this? This is the secret to outer space and to everything. You say, well, what is that? That's heart sarcomeres. Every one of these little blocks is called a sarcomere. They're layered with a layer of phosphate lipids, phospholipids on the top and the bottom, slippery stuff so that they can squish in and out. They pull and contract, and that's how your muscle does this. This is a heart attack victim. It's torn here. But these are the sarcomeres. And why are they the key to everything? Well, let me show you why.
Show me. I gotta know.
All right, I'm going to show you a bunch of this stuff. Everything is layered in the body. That's just the way it works. And these are sarcomeres. And the red stuff is the bloody stuff. It erodes.
Everything is in black and white there, Roger. I find the concept of mud fossil to be thoroughly entertaining and wild. And the thing is, Roger is impenetrable. He's absolutely impenetrable. It doesn't. You could debunk him all day long, and it won't matter. The motherfucker makes like 5 videos a day, and some of them are like hours long and shit. And he's just like, okay, my friends, shocker du jour. This is all I do with my life. And his filing system must be mad, absolutely crazy, so crazy. Man lives a very full life. I'll give him that.
Whitish stuff is the connective tissue. It remains. This is how wrong geology is. They say this took over millions and millions of years, eroded. No, that's not. That's insanity. Sediment, crazy. These are layers of sarcomeres. Here's some more insanity. Those are the sarcomeres I showed you. These are the sarcomeres from up on Mars. These are the sarcomeres they just returned back to Earth with from Bennu. Okay. I've been blocked from NASA to talk about this. This is the phosphate layer underneath, which, a phosphate surprise. Roger. You never expected that. No, because it's a layer of membranes, phospholipid membranes.
Now, the thing, though, that I think would be very fascinating, if you ever got a chance to, like, sit Roger down, like, to corner him and be like, okay, and show him, like, an innumerable amount of, like, geological formations, could you get him to actually say something was a fucking rock? Because I don't know if he can. I don't know if he can. Because he always comes from this place that if he sees something, it's biology somehow. He starts at its biology, and then he figures out how it's biology. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I don't know if he thinks rocks at all are real. I don't know. It's crazy.
Then comes the sarcomeres, then another layer of membranes, and the sarcomeres. Here they are right there.
Yeah. Sam Jackson, he should be calling them sarcomers. I'm with you on that. Sarcomers for sure.
They came back with this. It's the same chemistry. It's got amino acids. It's got the same stuff you got in RNA and DNA. It's got all the same minerals and metals. It's got moisture, and it's got sarcomeres and membranes. And they refuse to engage. I was on a live thing with NASA the other day. I was a little aggressive, but they blocked me. I said, you got a heart there. You got to look at it. It's a heart. And then they let me post a couple little clips, but, you know, it goes by fast, so nobody sees it. So I did it again, and then I got blocked.
I would love to find out where or how this happened. I would love to see that. That would be so great. I would, especially if there was a camera on the face of any of, like, the NASA scientists. And that'd be so good. Yeah, again, just because I saw a couple of comments, there was no promo, there was no time. The weird timing of this roundup is purely because Jeff has old man brain and forgot that this month ends on the 28th. I would have done it tomorrow, but I already promised my dad that we'd go out to dinner tomorrow night. And yeah, so what are you gonna do? We'll just give him a little bit more, and then we're gonna move on. We have so much good fucking content that this is us easing into the roundup, all right? We're just chilling with Roger for a minute.
All right, so right there, we could chop off many billions. We don't have to go up to Mars to pick up the stuff that we know is what's up there. It's biology. We already been to Bennu. That's billions right there. That's Bennu, and that's nothing more than a heart.
It's just a big fucking heart.
These are the valves in the heart. You can actually see the actual valve. This is the big one here.
So Bennu is just a giant stone fossilized heart floating out in space. I mean, kind of cool. That's a cool concept. I like the concept, you know.
These are the other valves, and they went inside here, and they went down inside because it's all dusted with really blood cells, basically. And they went down, and they didn't expect that. And they went inside, and they grabbed muscle, and they ripped it right out and came back to Earth with it. And here is that muscle right there. There it is. They didn't realize it was going to go so deep, and they grabbed it up and they came back with it. And now they're going to, we got to study this for 10 years, decades we'll be studying this. No, I know exactly what it is. You do too.
Yeah, idiots. Fucking idiots. Spending billions of dollars to go and land on an asteroid and take samples. Idiot. Should have asked Roger. Idiots. What a bunch of idiots. I don't know. Get Jeff's dad on the roundup? No, I don't think he'd be interested. My dad is of a different type of generation. You know what I mean? Nah, I don't think so. Bandy Boy says, I'm writing a diss track against RFK Jr. No shit. Well, make sure and once you publish it, send it to me, jeff@jeffholiday.com. I would absolutely love to see it. And if you want, I'll play it on the show too. I'm always looking for fun music. Usually it's Wingnuts. Like last month we had El the Alchemist, the devil worshiper, doing some rap. And it was pretty good. It wasn't that bad. I was really surprised. You know. Roger out here proving that Gemini Home Entertainment was a documentary. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Is he from the generation that doesn't down their own piss? Indeed, that's true. Although my dad has seen the Roundup. He's seen me goof off and do this. He's watched a few of them live, if I'm not mistaken. And he thought it was pretty funny. So, that's good. I just don't think he'd want to be on camera. That's all. Oh, shit! Ah!
Been watching for about 4 years. Absolutely love the content. I look forward to the Roundup every month.
Aw, OG the Phoenix, thank you so much. That's very, very sweet of you. That's very generous. I appreciate it. Been with us for 4 years. Damn. What was going on 4 years ago? That was February of 2021. Ooh. That was one of the worst months of my entire fucking life. Yeah, that was rough. Yeah, you know what's funny is, so I sometimes, I very rarely watch any of my old content. Usually the only time I have to is if somebody reminds me of like, hey, you remember that time you said that really fucked up thing? And I'm like, god damn it. Yeah, it wasn't that bad. Or, ooh, click. But every now and then I'll kind of go back and I'll look at the roundups in specific, because the roundups are like a freeze frame in time. Once a month, 12 of them a year, that kind of capture just an era in my life. And I can, and like, I might have forgotten about the video that, or some of the videos that we're watching, but as soon as I see them, I remember them immediately, and then I remember like how I was doing and what was going on in my life, and it kind of does this like diary for me. It's really weird. It's very, very crazy, and it's interesting to sometimes look back on the different eras of my life, and a lot of times it's stuff that you guys don't know about. You know, just shit that happens. You know, like around the time that my mom died. You know, that was grim. That was a rough time. Yeah, things like that. The pandemic. Oh, Jesus. That is definitely over. All right. So anyway, moving on. This is a familiar face we haven't seen in a while. So, the Detox Dudes, which has only ever been one guy. I don't know why he named his channel the Detox Dudes, but Joshua Mason apparently made a new channel and then didn't announce it on his regular channel for like forever. So he finally did, and that's why I know about it. And there's not really a whole lot of fun wingnutty stuff on here yet. Oh shit! Oh my god, buddy!
One of my ex introduced me to you, and I never stopped watching. You got me through some crazy points in college.
Oh man, my friend, thank you so much. That's extremely generous of you. Yeah, you know, it's one of those things, like, no matter what's going on, you know, like, at least within a month, there will be a roundup. It's kind of like a cap end to the month. Was it a good month? Was it a bad month? Chat, was it a good month? I imagine for a lot of you, the past 2 months weren't too great, but maybe there was some good stuff in there, you know? Oh, also, yeah, Chesh in the chat. I recently did a live stream with Chesh over on her channel, and she's awesome. So if you want to go check that out. Yeah. Nope. Well, let's see if we can cheer everybody up. Anyway, this is at least I think it's pretty interesting. It's not quite wingnutty. It is in a different way, and we'll talk about it as it plays. But this dude is a dipshit. Let's go.
A few days ago, I spent $15,060 on biohacking. Now, technically, I lied to you a little bit in the title because it was actually 2 different 4-hour sessions on 2 different days.
This dude spent a third of what I owe in student loans in one day for biohacking. Biohacking. Fuck you. You fucking piece of shit. Oh yeah, on Debate Hub. Go check out on the channel Debate Hub in the chat. That's where we did our stream.
But I could have decided to do it all in one day if I wanted to. But yes, I did spend $15,060 for 1 day of biohacking, and here is the invoice to prove it. Why did I actually do?
Okay, we got Time Machine Mega Peptide 4, $1,400. Localized V-cell injection add-on, 1 to 2 sections, $1,500. What the fuck? Peptide Prolo injections. He's just getting all sorts of weird shit injected into him.
Do this? Well,
and then this $8,500 for Song Laser Guided Autologous V-Cell TX. And he got it on sale for $2,000 off. Imagine the savings. You're in the market for a Song Laser Guided Autologous V-Cell TX, but you can't quite pony up the $10,500. Well, we've got a sale. It's only $8,500. You'd be losing money if you didn't get a Song Laser Guided Autologous V-Cell TX. Yep.
Reason number 1 is that I love being on the cutting edge and reinvesting the money that I make from my business into my health. I don't buy fancy cars, fancy clothes, or watches, but for my health, I actually genuinely enjoy spending ridiculous amounts of money, provided that there is a chance that it can do something amazing and provided that it's safe.
Okay, a chance that it could do something and a chance that it's safe. Why not just gamble? Why not just, like, I don't know, go to a casino or something? Like, there's a chance, and it's definitely safe. It's a lot safer than injecting yourself with a bunch of weird shit, you know? I don't know. It's what the fuck?
Do this, not only do I advance my health, but I also get to continually be a trailblazer for all of my clients. Also, reason number 2 is that I have injured tissues from years and years of wrestling and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I was a world-class Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu competitor. No matter how much I heal, no matter how much biohacking I do, I can't seem to fix these injured areas behind.
So none of it works. None of it's real. So you have all these injuries and you keep spending obscene amounts of money and it doesn't work? Why are you telling us this? This isn't a brag. This is fucking stupid. You're just flushing money down the fucking drain. What in the fuck are you doing?
Behind my shoulder blades and my lower neck. Also, no matter how much stretching or massage or other treatments that I've done, chiropractic, etc., I really haven't been able to fully heal it. I've kind of been just inching my way.
So, yeah, like chiropractic doesn't really work. Yeah, we know that. That's a given.
Towards improvements over the last 5 or 7 years. I've always had this intuition that I really need to go deeper into those tissues. I need stem cells, I need injections, I need things to regenerate those areas because they are so incredibly locked up with jiu-jitsu. So I did a lot of gi jiu-jitsu, and you grab onto lapels and grips and you clench down and compress with all your might. Okay, so it was so much gripping and grabbing while the person was ripping my hand off that it really just damaged the tissues. So what did
Oh, okay. There are a lot of people with a lot of chronic injuries because they just beat their bodies up. And the thing about it is, if you are led to believe that doing contact sports, and wrestling is a pretty serious fucking sport, and jiu-jitsu, Brazilian jiu-jitsu is a pretty serious fucking sport. If you were led to believe that you could do that and you weren't going to fuck your body up, then sure, I have compassion for you. But at the same time, I did a lot of crazy shit to my body, and yeah, some shit still fucking hurts. But you know what I do about it? not dump $15,000 for no fucking reason. I just go, it's fucking acting up again. And then I just go on about my fucking day. Jesus Christ. All right, what did he actually get for $1,500? I haven't seen this part. I just saw the first part and I started giggling.
What did I actually do for $15,060, right? So on day one, I started with a methylene blue IV while actually bathing in an epic red light bed because methylene blue and red light go together. They're synergistic. And long story short, methylene blue enhances mitochondrial function, improves cellular energy production, and it acts as an antioxidant. So it removes inflammation, supports the brain, and again, stacks very well with red light. Directly after the methylene blue IV, I switched to an NAD IV and a
Oh, so he got some NADs. He got some NADs. Gotcha. Okay.
super loaded nutrient vitamin mineral stack. Things like vitamin C, vitamin B, magnesium, selenium, and about 15 other vitamins and minerals. It felt pretty good, right? So NAD, if you don't know, it's gaining major traction. I'm sure you...
Why not just like eat a fistful of prenatal vitamins and then like rest your nutsack on a red light bulb? Like, what the fuck, man? What the fuck is this? I wish he was putting the numbers up because I want to know what was $8,000. You know what I mean?
You've heard of it essentially for DNA repair and metabolism and reducing oxidative stress.
Sure.
And the IVs feel really great. To be honest with you, I actually prefer doing rectal NAD because you can do it in the comfort of your own home. You don't
He likes to have nads in his ass. Gotcha. Fuck my butt.
have to sit with an IV bag and an IV in your veins for an hour and a half. But nonetheless, while I was there, I wanted to go all in. And then after all of this, I was doing essentially a warm-up for what the next day was going to bring. So this was using a biocharger, which is this amazing $18,000 machine that I have since purchased, and I'll make another video on that, which is really cool. It's kind of like a
I am happy to be back to the Roundup.
Yes.
Been a fan since your first time on Drunken Peasants.
Aww.
Do you still officiate weddings? I would love to fly you out to San Jose, California early January 2026 for mine.
I would absolutely love to do that. I do still officiate weddings, absolutely. I want to say 6 under my belt. And San Jose is a very quick, very cheap flight for me. So, yeah, no, that'd be dope. That'd be great. I love San Jose. It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Yeah, man, he's just putting nads in a stink portal. Not a big deal. Not a big deal, you know. Look, man, I'm not going to judge. I can't judge, really. You know, people get into all sorts of crazy shit. All sorts of crazy shit. Glub says, it's been a pretty awesome month for me. Finally hit 3 months sober from alcohol, so I have some extra money again. Thanks for 7 years of Roundups. Appreciate you, buddy. And hey, congratulations on, how long was it? 3 months? Fuck yeah, that's an accomplishment, man. That's great. Hell yeah. Yeah, a lot of reasons why I stopped drinking. I don't know if it's a permanent thing or not, but it probably is. I feel a lot better. And I think it's good timing, too, because with how crazy the world is getting, yeah, I'd rather be motivated and be like, I'm going to go work on my motorcycles and repairing my truck and doing this and doing that and learning recipes for things that you don't need to know about, and not just like sitting and being grumpy and pissed off and sad. So, you know, that's a good idea. All right, what's next? Oh, buy ammo? Yeah, oh yeah, definitely buy ammo for sure. It's always a good idea. All right, man, this dude is such a blessing. He's such a gift. I fucking love this dude so much. Here we go.
Johnny Boy is going to be the first ever active U.S. president to attend the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl that is at the Caesars Superdome. The Superdome that just happens to be 166,000 square feet. And boy, I've been seeing that number pop up a lot.
166? You've seen the number 166 pop up a lot?
Kind of like how the number 666 is strongly associated with Nero Caesar because of gematria.
Okay. First of all, 166 is not the same as 666, okay? It's just not. It's just fucking not. Also, he is right in that 666 is actually associated with the Emperor Nero. That's true. That's very true. A lot of people don't know that the Revelation of St. John, Revelations in the Bible, is actually predictive of something that was supposed to happen a long fucking time ago. He was predicting that it was going to happen, probably because he was all fucked up on mushrooms or a fever dream or something, but that the Antichrist was supposed to be Caesar. And Caesar, like, this is like this big revenge fantasy for all of the persecution that had been put on Jews and Christians. That's kind of what it was. He's kind of right. But it has nothing to do with Jumanji. That's right. Nothing to do with Jumanji at all.
And well, do you remember the number that you would text for Trump? It's 88022 or 88 minus 22, which is 66. And you know where Trump lives? On the 66th floor of Trump Tower.
Whoa.
Do you remember that logo I showed at the beginning that's on the top of the Superdome? And also on the inside? It reminded me of something I knew I had seen before. Something like the United Nations logo.
They're just laurels. They're just laurels. And that's Julius Caesar. That's not Nero. Whatever, it's fine.
The United Nations logo that just happens to be at 666 United Nations Plaza. And when you go there and you scroll over and you take a look on what's on the inside, well, you see some things that are kind of interesting. Like
what?
Said logo.
That's their
and
logo.
Like this very unique mural that depicts a bunch of angels ripping trees out of the ground. But that's a story for a different post, a different day. Let's get back to 666. Do you know if the Eagles lose this game, they will have 666 wins and 666 losses. And do you know that Patrick Mahomes' career completion percentage just happens to be 66.6? And well, if you know anything about hand symbols whatsoever, you know what those represent.
I feel like I'm getting whiplash on this one. Anybody else? Jesus Christ. Okay, so Trump is the Antichrist. I'm on board. All right, keep going, dude.
And if you know anything about my videos, you know what I like to say about these two. And while you might think it's totally crazy, someone else really didn't. In fact, they posted about it, and you know how many likes it...
Wait. Did Trump actually post that? Okay. So, kind of controversial here. I hate the fucker. I really fucking hate the fucker. But god damn it, sometimes he's pretty fucking funny. That's pretty fucking funny. If he actually posted that, that's pretty fucking hilarious. Credit where credit's due. Jesus fucking Christ. Oh my God.
It has. And maybe the craziest thing of all is that I've been getting a good following on one of the platforms. And one of them has been trending in a direction that I predicted would hit a certain number on a certain day. And well, that was a few days ago. And this is today. I literally predicted that they were going to make me hit the 66 number on the day of the...
Does this dude really have that many followers on Twitter? That is so crazy. No way. Jesus Christ. Okay, look. Humanity is so fucking cooked, dude. So fucking cooked. Oh my God, dude. We're cooked.
The Super Bowl. Just to mess with me. 90% of the time I open my phone, I have 33 emails or 66 emails. It's to mess with me. And they're going to do it again. But I'm sure I'm just making too much of it, and it's just a coincidence, and I'm going to hit 666,000 followers on the day of the Super Bowl at the Superdome with 166,000 square feet. And the Eagles with 666 wins and
This dude really does have main character syndrome, doesn't he? Like, they're trying to mess with me. They're going to organize this big, giant plot just to mess with me. Like, oh, they. Whomst is they?
165 losses, with Pat Mahomes with 66.6% completion
Hey. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll read that in a minute.
percentage, and Donald Trump attending the Super Bowl for the first time ever for a president, and he just happens to live in the 66th floor, and the United Nations building just happens to be at 666 United Nations Way, all by happenstance. Coincidence, as they say. Just like I'm sure that Trump being referred to as rising like the phoenix, and that phrase having something to do with the number 666 is just a coincidence. Just like Elvis wearing several phoenix jackets is just a coincidence as well. Kind of like he wears dragon jackets too, and Trump being referred to as the dragon. All coincidence, people.
Yes!
Congratulations. I wanted to watch that fight tonight. I wanted to watch it. You were great.
Thank you so much, Mr. President. You gave me the dragon energy when you shook my hand.
Right, yeah, we saw that last month. You gave me the dragon energy, Mr. Trump. Right, yeah. No, sure, it's all just a coincidence. Yes! Yes, it is! Yes, it is. Oh, my God. Why was he wearing Phoenix outfits? Well, when Elvis actually started doing his Vegas shows, that was actually his comeback. It was his comeback. He did have a lull in his career for a while. Why does he wear dragon stuff? Because people like dragons? I don't know. Fucking who gives a shit? Who gives a Whoops gives it? Fuck it. Rua Honey Badger. Hi, Jeff. Just wanted to tell you I watched you since on high school to now being a professional veterinarian for 3 years. Thank you for the journey. That's incredible. Congratulations. I'm proud of you. That's great. And Jonathan Davis, thank you very much. Wait a minute. Is that the name of that guy that tried to claim ownership over my legendary band Korn? Only old Jeff Holiday viewers will remember those references. Right. Okay. So, who actually watched the Super Bowl? Because I just did not. And I was thinking about tuning into it and whatnot. And, because I didn't really give that much of a shit. I'm not super big into sports. I like some sports, but not super big into them. And then, 10 minutes into it, I kind of texted a friend. I'm like, hey, is the game worth turning on? He's like, oh, no. No, don't even fucking bother. I don't know, man. I don't know. All right, so we have another video about the Super Bowl, all about a psychic.
The Super Bowl is a ritual used by the elite to manipulate the masses, according to an alleged psychic who emailed me. This person wanted to be anonymous, but wanted to share their story because the Super Bowl is coming up. So this person used to work as a psychic.
Okay.
Not the cute tarot reading kind, the kind that does remote viewing, the kind that you read about in declassified CIA documents.
Farsight.
The psychic said they stumbled upon this gift by chance when they were about 16 years old and kind of worked to develop it on their own. The psychic did not grow up in a household that practiced these things and was not really given any guidance. But one day, walking to a store to buy some painting supplies, a man in a truck pulled over and stopped the psychic. He got out of the truck and said, I know you have a gift of some kind. The psychic was initially weirded out because of how hard this man was staring the psychic down. But they said eventually they learned that other people who have this gift will recognize another person with the gift. The man in the truck continued, you have a power of some kind. What is it? Telekinesis? Remote viewing? The psychic was shocked because he had never had this happen before. Nobody that ever recognized his abilities. So when the man said, I can help you, they traded information. A few days pass, the psychic and this man are talking, and the man ends up giving him some magic work and instruction on how to further develop his psychic abilities.
Yeah, this sounds like some crazy cult initiation kind of shit, but whatever, fuck it.
The man from the truck eventually reveals that he and the psychic are descended from the same line of people. And the psychic said that this man's knowledge of magic and psychic abilities astounded him. Eventually, the man asks the psychic if he has any interest working for him, and he's paying extremely well, so the psychic says sure. The man also promises to teach him and guide him in his psychic abilities and be a mentor of sorts.
And that teacher, Jeffrey Epstein.
The man traveled for work often, and what he mainly wanted the psychic to do was keep an eye on him while he traveled. Sometimes, if he was going out of state, he would ask the psychic to look 7 hours ahead into the future and tell him what was going to happen. The man was extremely paranoid, and the psychic didn't understand it at first, but eventually he understood why. Sometimes the man would simply have him remote view in real time. He said at first he got it wrong a few times, but eventually with the help of this man, he was able to become more and more accurate. Eventually, the psychic is surprised to learn that the man has hired another psychic to remote view him. He finds out he has another special ability because he can hide from this remote viewing from the other psychic. He was also able to determine who was viewing him, from where, and conceal themselves from this other person. And this ability is what causes the man to open up to the psychic more. The man eventually reveals to him that he is actually part of an elite group that does rituals and certain magic to counteract rituals and magic done by dark forces and the elite. The man reveals that there is blatant magic being done at huge events like the Super Bowl and big...
Wait. Was this S-Rob? Was this S-Rob? Did he mention Bubbly Bone Men? Did he mention the Bubbly Bone Men?
big concerts, and that magic is usually done in the mundane. The man tells him that if there's some event that's going on, something fun that's happening for purely entertainment's sake, it's usually not that. There's usually a layer of magic going on that you're not seeing. This man tells him that there's an important event coming up in Hollywood that he has to attend to stop something that's going to happen at the Super Bowl. He also reveals that he's been part of certain Hollywood rituals as an op to counteract whatever's been going on.
Gotcha.
He also shows footage to the psychic of these rituals. He tells the psychic that during Super Bowl specifically, the elite and these bad people use the focus and the excitement and the undivided attention of the crowd to direct attention and intention to focus on bringing their goals into being.
Like what?
The psychic said to explain this in a simpler way, it would be
like fucking what? Like what? Are you talking about like the commercials or something? Like what the fuck is going on? Didn't work that well for Kanye.
Like looking at a stream of water and then directing some of that water into your own cup. The rest of the water keeps the stream going. The man tells the psychic that what they're going to do at this specific event is going to change America in a very specific way. He says they do this at every large event, and there are a lot more sinister things that you could ever imagine because the 1% are very twisted and sick. He also tells us that
that's probably pretty true. Yeah, that's probably pretty true. God damn, that filter is working hard. Hey, I mean, maybe.
Psychic that they're filthy rich for a reason. The psychic agreed to help the man, but he said at this point in his email that sometimes when you hear people with schizophrenia or certain mental illnesses talking about being paranoid or people following them, sometimes there's truth to that, because when you get involved with things like this, you open doors to things that come with it.
Okay. Listen, unless we're talking about the most accomplished dark wizard S-Rob, I don't want to hear any more of it, all right? All of this is in an email, a single email? Yeah, apparently. So I went and I looked at her TikTok. Every single one of her posts is just like this. Every single one. I got an anonymous email from somebody that told me about this witch ritual that blah, 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 blah. Oh, fucking Christ. And the thing is, it's really depressing. She's very popular. Kendrick Music versus Schizo Wizard. Indeed. Maybe that's what she was talking about. Maybe this is all about how they're further turning the people against Drake or something. I don't know. Who gives a shit? Fucking whatever. God damn it. Let's do this one instead. Oh yeah. So I decided it had been a while since we had some good old-fashioned exorcism content. So I found us some good Bob Larson. I thoroughly enjoy this for sure. I tried to find some good Ed Citronelli. His format is a little difficult to navigate these days, but I do love me a good old-fashioned exorcism. We kind of put them to bed for a few months, but let's bring it back, baby. Let's go.
Which side is more powerful, the German or the Puerto Rican Santeria?
Fight.
The Puerto Rican.
The what?
Okay. How many generations does this witchcraft go back?
Okay.
Look at me. How many generations does it go back? Does it go back to Africa or just go back to Puerto Rico?
Man, Puerto Rican Danny Masterson is having some troubles right now, okay?
Puerto Rico.
What?
Puerto Rico.
Okay.
Okay.
Blood sacrifices?
Yes.
Sorry, hang on.
Who has been talking to me?
Perversion.
Huh? Perversion?
Perversion. And Jezebel.
And it's always Jezebel. Say it with me, chat. It's always Jezebel. Always. Every single fucking time.
Oh!
Jezebel.
Perversion and Jezebel. Who rules? Who is the ruling spirit? Get your head up and look at me. I command you by the blood of Christ. Who is the ruling spirit?
Jezebel.
Do you think this kid paid for this? I always wonder about that, because I know you can pay to get exercise. We've talked about this before. We talked about, like, maybe me trying to crowdfund getting an exorcism done on me by one of these fucking dudes.
Through the mother's side.
Wait a minute. On the mother's side?
Yes.
We got.
I have all her kids.
Well, which side is perversion? Is that the mother's side or the father's side?
We know the answer to that one.
Both.
Oh.
Where's the perversion? Which side?
Perversion is in both.
Okay. But there's all.
Jezebel is well traveled. I want to see her passport. Yeah, that's the other thing too. Yeah, why? If you're possessed, why in the world would you, as a demon in control of a body? You see Bob Larson, I'd just be like, nope, 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 or I don't know, like turn the computer off. You know. Not today, old man. Click. Fuck you. But, you know, that's the thing. You can't think about it. You can't think about it. These things don't happen because of thought. Quite the opposite, actually. You love his hand. I know his hands are doing a lot of work. A lot of work right now.
Also got to be a spirit of death and suicide.
Yes.
Are you sure that Jezebel is the ruler? Why isn't death the ruler?
He lost his power.
Really?
Yes. Oh, Jesus said that.
Death lost his power because of Jesus.
Yes. Oh, I'm still here though.
Well, that's good.
You're just not the ruler. Spirits. It's quite a miracle this young man is talking to me. This is a miracle.
Ooh, the first here too.
Okay, you are the most special possessed ever. Gotcha. Okay. Very, very good. Unironically, kid's a better actor than Bob Larson is, you know? Better than some of the movies I've seen this year, that's for fucking sure. Woof. Woof, woof, woof. Nope, can't remember. I was going to try and remember. Oh, no. Yeah, I did actually see a fantastic movie recently. Companion. Great movie. Great fucking movie. Very much well worth the watch. If you saw the movie Barbarian, it's made by the same guy. Fucking brilliant. Very, very good movie. But I'm a horror movie junkie. Screwbucket says, wouldn't it be hilarious if the person being exorcised accidentally turned on a video filter? Imagine if they tried acting all demonic, but they have a yas filter on. Yeah, oh my god. Absolutely. We need some yassification of the demonic. That'd be fucking brilliant. Holy shit. Not sure if you heard about the FDA canceling the seasonal vaccine meeting. Oh, yeah. Sure. Yep. Darkest, dumbest timeline, my guy. Darkest, dumbest timeline is what it is. Needs to do an Idle Hands remake. That was a good movie. This is a really good movie. Fuck, that's a classic. All right, moving on. A little bit more real super quick exorcism content. Here's Catherine Crick, somebody who I distinctly fucking despise. But here we go.
God is freeing you right now. I renounce seducing spirits. I renounce all of the fallen that I've worked with. I renounce every last spirit of witchcraft must leave her on 3 in Jesus' name. 1.
You know, it's weird. She kind of looks like a girl I dated. I don't think I did that to her, though. It's not the same person. It's not. Maybe I should wear my glasses. No, it's fine. It's fine.
1, 2, 3. That's all the covenants I made with her. I cancel all of those demonic covenants now.
My heart belongs to Jesus. I don't belong to you, Satan. I belong to Jesus Christ.
Every last spirit in the order you entered, all must leave now.
I got an idea. Hang on.
Thank you, Jesus.
I got an idea. Hang on. Let's see if we can make this work. I got an idea. Oh no, please work. Hang on. Come on, buttons, work, you piece of shit.
Welcome to the Cum Zone. Only cum inside anime girls. Quivering clit, double-jointed pussy. Fresh balls. Elegant ejaculation. First the kiss. Then the cum. My dick is in love with pain. Co-op cock torture.
Okay.
Stuff my dick into a furnace.
All right, I'm 14 years old. It's fine. Oh boy. All right. Anyway. You could sense my thought to do this. Yeah, I mean, shit. It's perfect, you know? Especially when she like really gets into it, you know? Ah, fuck. All right, anyway. Ordania tipped $6.66. Fucking sex. I mean 666. Damn it. Unlike that guy, I can't keep this up, so I have to go. First time in years I'll miss the roundup, but it's a work day. You take care, okay? Thank you, buddy. Appreciate you. Yeah, sorry about the weird timing on it again, you know. It is what it is, buddy. It is what it is. I ran out of time, and my boomer ass was like, oh, no, there's only 28 days in this month. That only happens in February. Oh, yeah. Oh, brr. All right. Anyway, let's move on to somebody we mentioned a little bit earlier already. Let's check in with our good friend, S-Rob.
Death, I want you.
Okay.
Killing old men, small children. We have had enough. I have had enough. So on the 22nd of February 2025, I'm going to take you on. This is an invitation to Death himself. I want you to spread this far as wide, this video. Repost it. Send it to every occult society in the world. This is the 15th of February when I'm posting it. I've got basically 7 days. 7 days to work as much magic as possible to send it to me. This is the Death. I'm not going to use any protective magic at all, except that which people choose to use for me. I don't know if it's possible to kill you, but I'm going to try. I'm going to hurt you.
Sunday at the Motocross Speedway, it's live action. We've got S. Rob, the world's most foremost occult author, versus Death, the destroyer of worlds and the killer of everyone. Who will win in this epic grudge match? Stay tuned.
But to make you feel some pain, some real pain. You may wonder what spurred this on. Well, I woke up this morning and I saw Death at the side of my bed. I was actually, to be honest, I was actually asleep. I could see the room was exactly the way it was as normally, except Death was there. So it was, and when I woke my eyes up, it was exactly the same scene. I got straight up and I punched him. You know why? Because I knew he was going to kill my father. Father was ill. He lived as long as he wanted to. It was a good death. But nevertheless, I'm sick and tired of this bastard taking whoever the hell he wants. So, 22nd of February, my 50th birthday, I want to take on Death and I want you to help me.
Wait, so did your dad actually die? That's sad. I'm sorry, buddy. That sucks. You're not coping well with it, but, I mean, fuck it, whatever. Try it.
I want you to send as much magic as you can to send them to me. To send Death, a.k.a. the Angel of Death, a.k.a. right in a toss pot, to me, S. Rob. That's what you're looking for. S. Rob. S. Rob, the occultist. Born 1975, 22nd of February. S. Rob. Share this video as far and wide as you possibly can.
Hey, astrology speaking, 22nd of February. What does that make him? I don't have those memorized, but I'm curious. I'm just kind of curious.
It has to be shared. We've only got 7 days to get them here, to get them to me. We've got 7 days. 7 days, people. I want you to repost this video, put it as many occultists out as you can, draw as many occultists worldwide as you can. We've got 7 fucking days to get this bastard some pain. And if we're lucky, we might kill him. I don't know if that's possible. But some pain. Me versus him. The last time something happened like this, it was Beowulf. This does not happen, but we're going to do this.
Wait, you fought Beowulf? Or did Beowulf fought Death? I don't know Beowulf.
I'm going to do it on the 22nd of February.
Pisces, okay.
22nd of February 2025, this year. I'm going to do it right now. 7 days' time. My name's S. Rob. Bye.
You can give me his birth chart? Yeah, I'm good. But I, wanting to fight Death. That's so Pisces. Okay, so what's fascinating, so he posts this on the 15th. As he said, he posted this on the 15th of February. Well, on the 22nd of February, he did go live. He went live. Remember, he called out Death, right? He called out Death, so I have that live stream of his birthday, when he went live on his birthday. You ready for it? Are you ready for it? Are you ready for S. Rob's live stream on his 50th birthday? The day he said he was going to fight Death? Here we go.
Hi everyone, my birthday cake. No candle, gotta pretend the candle. Okay. I make a wish, go out. Hey! Happy birthday! Happy birthday!
He looks like a gerbil when he eats. It looks like the animated gif of the gerbil chewing. It's so cute. It's so cute. It does a little dance. Yep. Does a little dance. Later, he eats a cookie. Yup, that's it. Hamtaro, yeah. No. It's so good. It's so good. That's it. That's it. I guess I think he ate death. I think he ate death. I don't know what was in that cupcake, but maybe he defeated death and then put him in a cupcake and ate him. I'm going to go with that because, he's my hero. He's my hero, okay? He's my hero. Yay! It's my happy 50th birthday! It's too good. It's so cute. All right. Okay. So, first time I've ever doing something like this on the Roundup, I have a Reddit post that somebody shared with me in the Discord. A few of these things were from people that shared it in the Discord. In my Discord, there's a section called Suggestions for Jeff. If you do suggest something and it's very long, like longer than 15 minutes, send me a time code for when you think I would really enjoy it. Otherwise, like, I already have to go through hours and hours and hours and hours of stuff just for the Roundup. So, yeah, please help me out. But somebody sent me this Reddit post, and it's kind of wingnutty, sort of. I would have loved if I could have paired it with a certain wingnut, but I didn't find any good videos from her. You'll know who I'm talking about in a minute once I start reading this. But I think it's fascinating, and the comments are pretty good, too. So, let's check it out. This comes from the subreddit Drugs. Oh, no. Is it not going to... The formatting of this might be kind of weird. Let me see if I can do... There we go. Yeah, that works. Is methamphetamine vegan? Hey, everyone. I recently decided to go vegan. I am also a methamphetamine user. I'm really concerned about this because I'm committed with my new vegan lifestyle and I don't want it to be ruined by my substance abuse. So does anyone know if meth is vegan? PD, sorry for the bad redaction grammar. I'm not a native English speaker. Edit, yes, I'm aware of the danger I'm exposing myself with my consumption of methamphetamine. I just want to know if it's vegan. Final edit, I truly appreciate all of your responses. I want to clarify that I genuinely care about all of the people that are victims of the violence that results from drug cartels. I also care about my health. That's why I had already quit, but I relapsed a few days ago. Sorry, buddy. I know it's going to take a while till I can be totally clean again. That's why I'm so concerned about whether it's vegan or not. And look, I have all the compassion in the world for people that are struggling with addictions. Absolutely. Absolutely. Known people who struggle with methamphetamine in specific. All the compassion. But you're worried that it's vegan? I mean, priorities, right? Okay. Yeah, it is. It's an entirely synthetic chemical with no animal components. You can look up the ingredients, but no synthesis that I know of for any drugs involves animal products. See something new every day on this sub. Imagine having to grind down a penguin in order to make crack. Pretty good. Does penguins contain any active compounds? Penguins actually do have active compounds. Add ground penguin to your joints and you get +5 snow resistance. Pretty good. Toad milking, I guess, wouldn't be vegan. Probably not. Probably not. I don't have an answer, but this is a good question. I read on Reddit that meth makes cum taste horrible, though. I would not know. Somebody has a list of all of the things inside of methamphetamine, but yes, it is in fact vegan. So it's official. It's official. If anyone was concerned that there is no ethical consumption under capitalism, well, okay, listen, that's different. That's a different conversation, Chesh, okay? That's a different conversation. But so that we understand officially, we could put the stamp on it, methamphetamine, it's vegan. Nice. Nice. Not bad. Not bad. Anyway, here's Wild Naked Man.
So I was on this app called Grindr, and, I was just checking out some bros to see if they wanted to bond. And then this one dude messaged me, and he fucking asked if he could put his stink portal over my face and release his beautiful Mr. Hanky into my mouth.
So, wait, he owns a shirt? I hear penguinine is more addictive than meth. Indeed. Okay. So, why... I hate that he does that beautiful affectation. It really drives me nuts. But why would you describe poop as beautiful? Why? Why? shouldn't there, like...
And he wanted me to eat it. And I was like, what, bro? I was like, kind of curious. So I was like, what?
Were you kind of... What? Did the ancient Spartans eat each other's poop for bro bonding, just sitting around shitting in each other's mouths, brah? Like, what the fuck, dude? Come on.
Wouldn't that taste disgusting? He's like, oh no, like I've got a special diet. So it's like my Mr. Hanky tastes like clay. Bros love it. And I just was like, whoa, this is like even too much for the Wild Naked Man. So I just deleted the app. So I was...
Why didn't I warn you? Well, he didn't eat it. He didn't eat it. So it's fine. He didn't eat it. At least we now know his limits. Now we know his limits. And his name was Russell Brand. No. Hang on. Listen, we got to clarify something with that joke. That's a good joke, Nilly. That's a very good joke that he was talking to Russell Brand and Russell Brand wanted to poop into the Wild Naked Man's mouth. But I have to clear something up, and this is very important because I have to be responsible with my platform, okay? So I'm going to get real close here. It couldn't be Russell Brand because a Wild Naked Man isn't an underage girl. Anyway, so now that we got that cleared up, you're so demoralized from that video? No way. Okay, all right. So I have something to fix. I have something that'll fix exactly that situation that I got just for this occasion. I have something that'll totally cleanse us, okay? It's going to give us clarity, and it's going to give us an energy boost, right? Okay, so here we go. ASMR tapping for energy boost and clarity. Here we go.
And as we tap here, you might silently affirm to yourself that it's okay to feel a little spark of energy starting to grow here. Now take a deep breath in and just notice any subtle shifts within you. And as we move through the rest of the session, let each tap gently awaken your system, leaving you refreshed and renewed. Now I'm tapping at the base of your neck.
Ow!
Stomach 11.
That's actually making me extremely uncomfortable. This is crazy. Like, okay. What the fuck, white people voodoo is this? I don't really like ASMR stuff, but this is actually kind of making me feel uncomfortable, and like the tapping thing was starting to get to me. And then she mentioned the throat, and I'm like, no. The power of suggestion is way too powerful with this. Holy shit. She gonna hammer that fang. I wonder if where does she move it to? What is this?
And I feel...
Oh, no! No. Jesus Christ. No, not that one either. Ugh. Lower. Oh, okay. Man, she must have some crazy hand strength to be able to, like, just keep fucking tapping for 20 minutes straight. That's nuts. That's absolutely nuts. This is this is terrible. This is absolutely fucking awful. Oh, my God. I actually kind of almost want to apologize for this one, but you know what? I know you like pain. Who the hell thought this is a good idea? Johanna Pharamond, apparently. It has 102 views. Incredible. Yeah, that was absolutely awful. I wonder if she... Oh, she talks about a bunch of, like, really boring shit. That's her only tapping one. What makes Tong Ren so different from acupuncture? Is Tong Ren... I'm assuming Tong Ren is this, like hammering thing. Like, Jesus Christ. What an absolute visceral response I had to that. Like an actual physiological, like, my fucking body wanted to curl up and like a slug, you know? Morale is back up, though. Indeed! Indeed. Fuck yeah. How is this a cleanser? Well, you're not thinking about Wild Nick Man eating poop anymore now, are you? Hey! Oh, shit. Real Jeff Holiday tipped, I need to remember to stop watching the stream in earshot of my quite elderly parents. I really hope it was during the Wild Naked Man poop story. Oh, man. If you want to tap, take me to dinner first. Indeed. Yeah. Showing us on the doll where Jezebel touched her. Good. Yeah. Yeah. Now the cleanse is ruined. Well, you know what? Let's learn about some clouds, okay? Let's learn about some clouds.
The clouds are not what we've been told. This is me just trying to capture a beautiful sunset last night when I noticed something. I noticed something that at first looked like some...
Okay, so I didn't realize this until I was listening to this now with headphones. It sounds like Carmen is playing in the background. So if for some reason, if you're watching this in the future and in just a minute, all of a sudden the stream mutes, it's because this dipshit had to put Carmen into his fucking video. So my apologies.
Sort of demigod like Poseidon. Or if you're a Simpsons fan, maybe Sideshow Bob holding on to Milhouse.
Okay, I will agree it does kind of look like Sideshow Bob holding on to Milhouse. It actually does kind of look like that.
One thing I know for sure, though, is that this is no water vapor condensed to look exactly like some sort of being or a creature. And it's no pareidolia either, because the detail is just too great, down to literal thumb and hand and mouth and nose and eyes of some sort of face that this other creature is looking right at with its two eyes and its mouth. Now, you see, I think the clouds are alive, and I think water is alive too, and the amount of things that I have seen...
I really hope you don't drink water then. I really hope not.
...in the clouds prove it to me over and over again. Like when I captured a giant dragon literally right above my house, down to its lips and nostrils and eye. Here's just a little clearer picture of it, not editing, just messing with the lighting. And for you to
that's okay, that is actually considered editing. Like changing the colors and the levels, that's literally editing. That doesn't look like a oh my fucking god.
Have something to compare it to. And just a few weeks after that, I literally caught Valcor in the clouds. I mean, if you guys don't see that, down to its eye and tongue even, and nothing was more clear to me than when I saw my literal dog in the clouds. I had been fasting and praying and asked to see him, or a sign that he was okay, and I'm not sure if God showed me this or if I literally manifested it myself.
This is probably the most wholesome I've ever seen this dude. Like, I really missed my dog, and I guess he fasted about it. That's a little weird. That's a little strange. But, you missed your dog, and then you saw your dog in the clouds. That's cool. That's cool. That's like the most wholesome kind of like prophetic, pattern recognition I can think of. That's pretty great. I got no problem with that at all. Doggo spirit. Yeah. That's a bear. Just let him have the dog. Let him have the dog. The rest of them, all bullshit. This one, I'm going to say dog magic. Fuck it.
But there's Tillman, clear as day. You see, like I said in the beginning, I don't think clouds, or water for that matter, are at all what they tell us. I think it's literally a living entity with memory. Have you ever seen the experiment where you can look at water and then freeze it and think of a visual? And I've done this. I've thought of a heart and I have stared at water and then I froze it and it turned out to look exactly like a heart.
No, you didn't. You're totally full of shit. You absolutely did not do that. And those were always debunked. Jesus Christ.
You can also literally write different words on a container of water and then freeze it, and it is going to give you different looking frozen water based on the words.
No, also debunked. Debunked a million years ago.
I love you looks beautiful, evil looks evil. And while water can store memory, maybe it can even predict it. Because I took this picture yesterday, and then the garage sale I went to just happened to have this at it. Now I don't claim to
It doesn't look anything like it. What the fuck are you talking about?
know exactly what's going on here. I don't know if that's stored memory. I don't know if that's stored experience of water. I don't know if that's someone projecting their thoughts into the sky. But I do find it funny when I talk about stored memories and water and clouds' abilities to maybe store things. And then I think about clouds and storage, and what does that remind me of? Oh, I don't know, that thing in the sky that they call the cloud.
It's not actually in the sky. Storing something in the cloud is not actually in the sky. You know that, right? He knows that, right? He knows that, right? He knows. You know, the day that this dude discovers drinking his own piss, we all win. We all win. Because that's who else talks about water has memory in the water of life, the sacred orange, Shivambu, and blah, 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 blah. It's going to be a great day in Wingnut history the moment this dude starts drinking his own piss. He's going to chug it. He's going to fucking chug it. Holy shit.
That stores our images and our memories and our thoughts, kind of like they're telling us the truth in plain sight. Now I want to leave you here with a quick video from this amazing post, and she talks all about how water is alive and really our connection to Source and God. And we'll watch this video and I'll leave you with a thought.
First time I saw photos like these, I thought they were AI generated until I researched further. They're called ITC photos, led by researcher Hans Kennis. This work is both intriguing and very simple to do, so I had to give it a go.
Okay, yeah. I'm not that interested in, like, somebody else's video. I want to hear this dipshit rambling about dumb things. What's up, Colorado? It's good to see you, buddy. Everything has a spirit, memory. It's sort of vaguely Shinto-esque. It's a nice thought, at least. Yeah. I mean, that's fine. That's probably, like, the least troublesome thing we've seen him talk about, you know? Jesus. Recovering from your birthday yesterday. You know, I also saw there's a lot of people that are going to be having birthdays soon or just recently had birthdays. So happy birthday to all. I am glad you're here. And I hope that we get to reconnect next February after or before your next birthday as well. Yeah. Hell yeah. But yeah, you know what? I mean, still, like, I'm just gonna vibe with his dog. Like, the dog one, that's all right. That one's pretty good. Chat, I'm curious. If I got a dog, because let's be honest, Penny is more my wife's dog than my dog. If I was to get a dog, what kind of breed of dog do you think would vibe with me, with Jeff Holiday? Like, what's Jeff Holiday's kind of dog? I'm just curious. Just putting that out there. Because I've had a lot of thoughts about it for a long time, but most of the dogs that I really, really like, you can't ride with them on a motorcycle. You need like a little Maltese or some shit if you want to take it on a motorcycle ride. You know what I mean? Like a little one, a little papoose, little doggles on it or something like that. You know? Teacup poodle. Pugs. Chihuahua. Sure. I'm a small dog kind of guy, I guess. I do love big dogs. I do really, really like big, powerful dogs. But I also really like tiny dipshit dogs, too. I like all dogs. I can't help it. I like all dogs. Except whippets. I don't like whippets. I don't fucking like whippets at all. Ugh. They drive me crazy. Yeah. Just have to carpet the tank, and then your dog can ride along with you? Maybe. I don't know. All right. Let's go with... Oh, yeah. Here's some more chemtrail stuff, courtesy of 7 Trumpets Prepper.
Good morning, everybody. And I just want to point out to you that if you think that when you wake up in the morning and you look out and you see this nonsense going on in the sky, that's normal in any way, shape, or form, you're part of the problem.
Oh.
Because go and stand at an airport and watch the sky.
I mean, you look like you live next to a fucking airport. What the fuck, man? That's crazy. That's super crazy. A Rottie, you know, I owned 2 Rottweilers for 4 days. 4 days. I lived in this dilapidated mansion in Portland, Oregon. And I mean, it was a dilapidated mansion. 8-bedroom house. And there was only 4 of us living there. And I had the master bedroom, and I had a king-size bed, and I got a queen-size bed and put it at the foot of the king-size bed. So, like, half the room was all mattress, just for those dogs. But those dogs, like, they were already grown, and they came from a family with children. They were being raised with their children, and the dogs just had too much separation anxiety. They had to go back home. It was really sad. But they were great dogs. They're super cool. They just could not make the transition. It was too much stress on them.
Watch all the departures and arrivals. Okay, I've traveled extensively in my life. And look at the sky. And then take a day. I call these spray days because it's, you know, there's days where you'll see it, and then there's days when you will see it.
Oh.
And it's all around today. I mean, it is just absolutely everywhere I look this morning. They're hammer down.
Hammer down.
This is not normal. This is geoengineering. And the sooner you learn that, the better off you'll be in understanding why a lot of the crap that's going on is going on. Storms and with all the toxins and the poisons and all the crap they're spraying on everybody. I'm telling you, this is not normal. And the funniest thing of all is the people that say, for those of us that point this stuff out, that we're crazy. Funniest thing I ever seen was like, when it comes to this stuff, was recently somebody had pointed out there was a plane flying, like they're both same altitude. One's spraying and one's not. Make this make sense. Okay? That's why I'm saying, like, all the contrail stuff and all that stuff, just drop it. This is geoengineering. Welcome to the New World Order.
Welcome
guys,
to the New
have
World
a good
Order.
day out there, and the Most High keep you.
Okay, question, though, and I'm always kind of curious about this, and I look, I'm not going to debunk chemtrails because they've been debunked and talked about for a million years. But what I'm always kind of curious about is, like, y'all, so this is geoengineering. Why? Not even like how. Why? And why would they do that? Why would they do? Do you think that climate change isn't real and that they're just doing it with those planes? That would be an interesting question. That might be an interesting theory, but I've never heard them say that because usually the people that believe in chemtrails don't think climate change is real. So why? Why? What's the fucking point, man? It's so ridiculous. I wish that there was I wish there was more daring wingnuts that were willing to entertain their own delusions long enough to give us the most spicy, silly answers, whether they make sense or not, to just the most basic, comprehensive questions. You look up at the sky, you see a bunch of contrails and shit, and you're like, well, that's geoengineering. And then you just leave it at that? Like, aren't you curious? Don't you wonder, like, I wonder why they're geoengineering, though. No? No? You're just satisfied with that? They're definitely just geoengineering. Nothing else? Really? Also, I'm realizing that Jimmy Payne is definitely from Tennessee because, I mean, his accent is even thicker and, like, worse. But, like, going on, okay, you know? very much Tennessee. It's gotta be. It's gotta be. They need manifestos? They do need manifestos. Absolutely. They did not even make a definition. They never do. They never do. I just want more context. I want more information. Is it that hard, you know? They're putting chemicals in the air to turn the friggin' people gay. Maybe. That would at least be a theory that then you could talk about, you know? That would be more context. It would be very, very entertaining. Yeah. Okay, what is this one? I forget what this one is. Oh, boy. So, like a ghost that comes back to haunt you, or more appropriately, like herpes. Truth or Talk is back, baby. Kinda. A little bit. So in this video, Verstine, whomst we have not seen for a while, she's been going through it for quite a bit. I thought once Trump got back in office that she would just be madcap power posting. Not really so much. Not so much. Maybe she's ramping up. We'll see. And in this one, the amount of cognitive dissonance is unbelievable. Like, I have trouble parsing this, actually. So, did they get banned? What, Verstine? Probably... I think like she's probably had a channel or two destroyed at some point, but at the same time, like she made an Odyssey channel, and she was pretty aggressively trying to go for that, but then she just lost steam. So I'm not really sure why. But anyway, here we go.
Wanted to respond. It's the media's fault that we have such a mental health crisis in this country. Media gets the agenda, they get the narrative, and then they push it out, and they're relentless about it. And they follow you around in your algorithms, and they keep pushing it and pushing it and pushing it. It pushes these people to the brink, and they need to be held accountable. And I hope that's something that happens. So I want to...
Okay. So this is a pretty common sentiment by conspiracy-minded people, like a distrust in the media. And that somehow there is this, like, concerted effort to try and, like, brainwash you into a certain type of thinking. I disagree. I very much disagree. I think it's a lot more subtle than that. I think that media, and I include, like, online media, because now that's a huge portion of how people get news, is more along the lines of psychological groupings and a pressure more akin to, like, high school than it is necessarily some overt, like, brainwashing through the interwebs or some shit. You know, like that. I don't know. It's crazy. Was that rapping? I don't think so. But here's Verstine commenting.
To begin by expressing my respect for this creator's content and recognizing her as an ally. So I'm not trying to start any beef. She's very thoughtful and insightful and brings a unique viewpoint. So although I do appreciate her attempt to be compassionate toward people, let's just say it, grown-ass crybabies smearing their tears and mucus over the internet, you know, I feel compelled to offer another perspective. I completely agree on one hand that the media...
Verstine, I have seen you cry and whine and piss your pants several times because of all sorts of different shit. Maybe it's from, like, oh, you got your account banned, or like, oh, it's not fair, they stole the election from Trump, or blah, 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 blah. Like, don't be throwing stones, okay, girlfriend? Don't even try. Girl, baby, girl, okay?
Yeah, is responsible, but also, I would say academia. They have a huge part and influence on how people think. I would even say more than the media, because having worked as a teacher myself, I've seen firsthand the subtle conditioning that begins at an early age. This MK Ultra program, you know, embedded in the daily school grind, where
MK Ultra program embedded in the daily school grind. What? Like elementary school and high school is actually part of like academia, or I sure, fuck it, whatever, sure, fine, fuck it.
Children are essentially held by the system for 8 hours a day, 9 months out of the year, for 18 years. This mass brainwashing we see is one of the many reasons I love teaching. But that's a whole nother video. So the real problem here,
If I'm not mistaken, I thought she had to stop teaching or something because she refused to get vaccinated. I think that's what that was. Whatever, it doesn't matter. We shouldn't let facts get in the way of our narrative, right, Verstein?
here is that the people now complaining and panicking online are the same ones who previously wished death upon other people for simply holding different opinions. These are the same people who ridiculed and assaulted and diminished those who dare defend their beliefs. You know, and the price I paid has been steep.
Okay, listen. We live in a really divisive world, and making big blanket statements like that are very unhelpful, because then we get into, and this is a teaching moment for everybody, myself included. This is why I'm saying it out loud, is so I remember it as well. When you are in a situation where you're going to have to defend against a statement like that, a statement of like, well, these are the people that do blank, that is an invitation for whataboutism. And then you're no longer going to be talking about what you're supposed to be talking about, whatever the topic was. Instead, you're going to get mired into which side did more worse or more often or in what way or how they're you're never going to have a fucking conversation. You're never going to actually talk about what you should be talking about. So as much as it's so tempting to be like, well, unless you can point to what they themselves specifically did, it's useless to do. Like, I could point to things that Verstein's done, and that might be a little helpful because I'm talking to her, and then I can have actually an emotional influence over what she's talking about, and it's relevant just directly to her. If I try and do sides on it, don't fucking bother. It's a waste of time. Your life is too short to waste oxygen and biochemical energy engaging in that kind of useless, pointless fucking debate. So don't even fucking bother. All right. But anyway, tell us about the cost, Verstein. Why has this been such a cost for you?
Multiple job losses, stalking and rape threats, death threats, watching friends arrested, and FBI intimidation, all because I was at January 6th.
You know, there might be something there. Like, I don't know. Maybe, maybe just like, maybe you shouldn't have gone to January 6th? I don't know. Wait, where am I? Am I showing up? There I am. Maybe? What were you doing there? Weird. That didn't work. Shit. Oh, is that all? Yeah. Is that all? Oh, all because you went. All because you tried to overthrow the government. Shucky darn. Oh, dang it. Jeez. I'm a traitorous, seditious piece of shit, and then my life got hard because of it. Dang, Verstein, dang. Jeez.
So I've lost 2 YouTube channels. I've been banned from sites like Vimeo and eBay and Cash App, and faced shadow bans on Facebook and Twitter, all for speaking my mind, and I've been doing this since about 2012.
Oh, because you did it since 2012, nobody should care that you're a treasonous piece of shit. Oh, I forgot about that. I forgot. There's a clause, actually, in the Enemies of the United States Sedition Act, or whatever the fuck it is. I don't know. Blah, 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 blah. Section 233 of the Dumb Fuck Code, and Section 9, blah, 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 blah. That, hey, listen, you're allowed to do a little light treason as long as you've had your YouTube channel since 2012. So they just got a cross-reference. The clerk checks it out, like, yeah, no, 2012. No, she's off the hook. All right, get the handcuffs off her. It's fine. We're not going to do an MK Ultra psyop on her at this time. Call off the gang stalking. It's fine. Cancel it. Okay.
After all this time speaking out, I realized one thing and one thing only. You cannot reason with those who refuse to see reality. You just can't. They're on another, and these people, the ones with their tearful confessions all splashed across the internet. They practically made themselves into memes, laughing stocks forever. So,
kiddo, there were so many of those. I'm doing it. But there were so many of those when Trump lost, of people just melting down and shit. everybody get. It's the internet. It's designed so that if you have an embarrassing moment, it's going to get cataloged forever. I don't have any of those.
They want attention, but it's going to be the negative kind because the internet never forgets, okay? And let's not kid ourselves. Every one of these people had someone, maybe a family member, maybe a friend, who tried to show them a different perspective. But they chose not to listen. They chose that. They chose the safe path.
You chose to try and overthrow the government, dear. Maybe they were right. Maybe they were right. Maybe they. I know. The irony is so insane. It's so crazy. Projection for sure. Absolutely. It's unreal. It's absolutely unreal. We'll give her just a little bit longer here.
You know, whether out of arrogance or ego or fear of being ridiculed or cowardice, sheer laziness. But now they're dealing with the fallout from their own choice. Like, they have to take responsibility. It's their karma they have to live out. I have no sympathy for them. And honestly, I can watch these videos on repeat.
Wait, but you've been playing the victim of, like, I had all this happen to me and blah, blah, blah. And, like, you don't have any sympathy for people having an emotional reaction. Why should anybody have any sympathy for you? You tried to overthrow the government. Can you stop for a minute and just, like, consider this? I'm not the one who made you make this video. You chose to make it, and now you're arguing with yourself, and you don't even realize it. It's so great.
Like all day, okay? So after election day, also, I almost reached out to my brother and my uncle to tell them it was going to be okay, because I know they're one of these people. They're probably not making videos, but they're one of these people that are freaking out, probably. But I stopped myself because I'm realizing that I'm always the one trying to keep the peace. I'm always the one reaching out. And why should I when they treat me less than human?
Do they treat you less than human, or do they just hate your shit opinions? I mean, come on. And that's a really fucking interesting part about this. Like, there are people in my life, not directly in my life, but people that I'm, like, tertiarily related to or involved or have been familiar with in my life who are Trump supporters. And if they chose to not necessarily be following the path of this cult, I'd be more than happy to engage with them again, hang out with them, that sort of thing. But while they do, I simply cannot. I refuse to, because there's a really simple concept here. It's not about a difference of opinion. It's about what those opinions are. And what lending your support to something means you're signing up for. It's not, you just can't handle somebody with differing opinions. There's lots of differing opinions that I can handle. Some people like the third trilogy of Star Wars. I think it's shit. I can handle them liking it, and I don't. That's a difference of opinion. That's totally fine. Differences in ideas for, I don't know, ethical tax plans or some shit. Sure, I can handle that. I can still be friends with a person like that. But if somebody wants to dehumanize trans people or eject a bunch of people from the country because of their legality status and separate them from their families, no, I can't be friends with that person, and they can go eat shit and fuck off forever. It's about what those opinions are, not that there's a difference of opinions. And I think that it's important that when you're going to be talking about that sort of thing with people, that you make sure you point that out. It's not that there's a difference of opinion, it's what those opinions are. So there are such things as extremely bad opinions. Cara Bellenew, can I get a Trans Red song, Cliff? I love the Cliff. Yes, you may. All right, hang on. Let's do it. Trans rights. Trans rights, baby. I'm all sugar. Yep. A little bit of Elvis there for you. I'm going to be going back to Graceland again here in late April. Late April. This is as good a time as any to mention that the March Roundup should be business as usual. The April Roundup will be done early in the month, and it will probably be half size, hour and a half, 2 hour long Roundup. Unless I find a lot of really good shit, then we'll do a full show. But it will be in the middle of the month because I am going to be going on tour yet again. Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Tennessee, a little bit of North Carolina, Tennessee. So, yeah. It'll be a good time. Good time. Let's do one more, and then I'm going to see if Mims will give me a bathroom break. This is a great one. This is so fun. I love this. This makes me very, very happy. All right, here we go. Good old Troy Casey, and he's watching a human garage video. We've watched several human garage videos before. These are the guys that like pop your butthole, or like they do all sorts of weird fucking manual manipulation and shit. But especially they were butthole popping the other month. That was pretty good. Let's do this.
Infertility.
Oh my God, that's loud. Oh my God, that's loud. Hang on.
Infertility is massively being caused by electric vehicles.
Yes.
Okay. So, and for those of you that are out there that have electric vehicles and trying to get pregnant and not getting pregnant, that's the first thing you want to take off.
Definitely.
So what would you do? Okay.
How far into the roundup are we? We have about 1 hour left. 1 hour left of the roundup.
A lot of people have electric vehicles. We're probably not going to go away from those for a while. So what is the remedy in the electric vehicle?
Yeah, so it will lower your testosterone at least 18%. So let's just get that across.
Yeah, right.
How does an electric vehicle lower your testosterone? That's what I'm kind of curious about. And is testosterone like whatever, fuck it. I don't want to get into like, okay, fuck it.
Right. And there's no question about that.
Yeah.
That is scientific. That is
18%, and that was off of a colleague doing blood work on military special forces. So young, healthy demographic saw 18% lower testosterone,
and
which is huge.
Right off the bat. So what do I do?
So what you want to do...
Okay, so right off the bat, if you're around an EV, it's nuking your balls.
Is avoid driving them, number one.
Okay, but so I'm not.
Yeah, but if you're obsessed with the car, the manufacturer, what have you, which a lot of people are, then you want to have 7 grounding bags behind the driver's seat to create the coherence.
I've talked about this for
7 grounding bags. What in the fucking shit is a grounding bag? What is a grounding bag? I love the idea that you have to like buy from some fucking vitamin seller like some bags of sand or some shit, and it's like, this is so you can still have fertile spunk and drive your Tesla. What the fuck?
For years, electrical fields, EMF, electromagnetic frequency.
Oh hey, yeah, electric car maxing to transition your gender. Sure, absolutely.
Electromagnetic radiation is one of the 7 factors of stress that I put in my book, in my curriculum. So you want to manage and mitigate that as much as possible, i.e. staying away from them and not poisoning yourself as a number 1.
So you need to stay away from electromagnetic fields. So you got to get off the planet. The planet has the biggest electromagnetic field of anything on the planet because it's the planet. It's the whole planet. It's just... Fuck it.
And then doing the best you can in the modern world while you're using this technology, while you're living in a house that may have smart devices in it, while you're driving in cars that now have tons of electronics and computers, etc. I turn my Wi-Fi off at night.
I do want to take this moment to mention I got really sick of using the Amazon devices that can basically steal your data from my smart home, because I have a lot of smart home stuff like plugs and light bulbs and things like that. I got into this thing called Home Assistant. It's all open source software. I wish I had a picture that I could show you guys maybe I can figure out some way to like to pull it up, but I have been designing it to look like a Star Trek like touch interface. It's cool as fuck. It's super, super neat. I'll see if I can figure out how to do that.
I spend a lot of time outside in the electromagnetism of the earth, the sun, the electricity, and the earth, the magnetism, staying grounded with my bare feet in the ground.
Sure.
This is one of the best ways I know how to manage and mitigate the electromagnetic radiation, electromagnetic frequencies, electromagnetic pollution that's in our environment. Now, when I sleep, when I travel, I also have a new car as well. So I use the Aries Tech. I've been sleeping next to this for the past.
It's a fucking card. It's a fucking card. What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh, okay.
Year. It helps me sleep. My room is very harmonized because of this technology. I also have them for my pocket. I have them for my vehicle, etc. Check out the Aries Tech and the technology.
Yeah. And he's just trying to fucking sell you a bunch of shit. Yeah, when you sleep in, make sure and take your plastic card and stick it behind your neck, and it'll protect you from I don't know, some bullshit. Yeah, maybe some bullshit. I don't know. Let me see if I can get Mems to give me a quick bathroom break, and I will see if I can get like a quick snapshot of my new interface thing. It's pretty cool. Also, I need to put like a fan in here or something when I'm in here, because now that I can vape. Because it's a garage. Like, my studio is built in a garage. But now it's all, like, it's foggy in here because I vape a lot. Wrap your balls in aluminum foil. Indeed. And not really for any other purpose, but for fun. Mm-hmm. Hey. Yeah, I know. I was just mentioning how foggy it is in here. You can open the door. There is no more nicotine. It's all been vaporized in my lungs. That's just the vaporized glycol cloud. Okay, I know. You have the cutest sweater. Yeah. That's the best. Here, I'm going to turn this off to hand it to you.
It is foggy in here.
Yes, it is. It is. I'm sorry. All right, I'll be right back. I'll be super quick.
So I went thrifting last weekend, and I was on a mission. Like, I am going to find black clothes because I have always wanted an all-black wardrobe ever since I was a teenager when I was not allowed to have an all-black wardrobe. And I was like, oh, yeah, I'll just go to, like, Goodwill and check this out because I've already gone to, like, St. Vinny's recently. And if I don't find anything, then I'll go to Buffalo Exchange. And I was at Goodwill for like an hour and a half, and I found so many goodies. Like this, like it's not a robe, it's a sweater. I don't know, but it's like the duster of my dreams. Like, look at, it's got the like floppy sleeve. My little like middle school goth heart. So happy to find it. And I'm like cozy and yes. My crab people. Yes. My crab people. Right there, baby. Carry you guys with me every day. I mean, I can make it a crab rave now, because now I know how to twerk. So I can make the crab dance. It's like a crab rave every time I ride the motorcycle, because I just be like twerking on it while I'm riding the bike. Yep, crab rave. That is actually on my writing playlists. It's on both of them, and I never not smile when it comes on. Yes.
Yeah.
Crab rave.
Crab rave.
Raving crabs. Crabs and their raven. Raven claw.
Did you talk about your awesome...
I did.
Yeah. It's the simple things in life. It is. It's simple things in life.
I will give you back to Jeff now. Anyways, thank you for listening to me talk about my thrifting excursions. Okay, bye.
Appreciate you. Appreciate you so much. I love you. We shut the door back up? It'd get cold. I can rip fat clouds because I vape, bro. Because I vape. Also, because I don't have an awesome sweater like that to keep me warm. And it has floppy sleeves too. Dude, that's so cool. Damn it. It wouldn't look as good on me though. Let's be honest. Let's be real here. I wonder I took a video. Yeah, here it is. Cool. Let me see if I can actually make this work real quick. Yeah. This is totally gonna work. Hang on. Cool. Yeah. Check this shit out. I'm so proud of this. I managed to program this shit all on my own. And this is an old. What I did was I got somebody was getting rid of an old, ancient like all-in-one touchscreen computer, and so I turned it into this. It's just sitting on my my living room table. But like, it's so fucking cool. That's neat. It's so neat. I'm a nerd. I'm a huge nerd. What can I say? Huge fucking nerd. I'm very, very proud of that shit. It's super cool. Super cool. Yep. Let's see. Now all we need is Penny to make the roundup complete. I'll see if we can get a little bit of Penny in before they go to bed. Screwbucket says, I just looked it up. Holy fuck, grounding bags are literally just burlap bags filled with special rocks. It's rocks. They're fucking rocks. Jeff, check your Discord immediately. Oh shit. Did you DM me? Shit. Let me see. Because I don't have access to that account on my computer, or on this computer. This is a different wired computer. But yeah, let me see what you sent. Oh shit. Okay. Yeah, hang on. I know how to do this. I'm going to send it to myself over onto this computer. Hang on. Boom. Yeah, you guys like that? I think that's pretty cool. I think that's a legitimately fun, silly thing to do. So need a place so I could do some smart tech shit. I mean, I'm still renting, you know? And right now all this programmed into it is just like smart bulbs and shit, but you know, it's fun. It's silly stuff. Let's get this then. So these are the grounding bags. That is courtesy of Screwbucket. Thank you, buddy. EMF rocks, grounded by nature. Repel EMF, ground and protect. $65. Jesus Christ. Our deep sleep grounding bag works so well that everyone asked for one that they could carry. Works so well that everyone asked for one that they could carry with them on the go. The mini grounding bag is your new portable protection from man-made EMFs. Perfect for a purse or pocket. And you can also put it in your kid's backpack. Oh my God. What's up, nerd? What's that in your backpack? It's my grounding bag. Your grounding bag? What's a fucking grounding bag? My mom says it protects me from EMF waves. Your kid's gotta get the shit beat out of him, okay? Like, why do you hate your kid? Don't fucking do this. Don't fucking do this. Are you serious? Don't fucking do this. That's so funny. It's just a bunch of rocks. That is so great. The grounding bag is like walking barefoot in a bag. Shut the fuck up. Moisture compressed Tesla crystals, hand mined, hot sealed to preserve the integrity. Fuck you. This is so fucking stupid. Oh man, the deep sleep grounding bag is $139.99. Okay, sure. Fucking why not? You're in the wrong business. I've been saying this for so fucking long, okay? I don't make shit online anymore. I just don't. And it's fine. It is what it is. You come and you go. You ride the wave up and down. I just love doing the roundup, so fuck it. But I've been saying for a long time, that if I ever decided to just become a wingnutty grifter, I would make so much fucking money. So much money. Oh my God. I know all of the grifts. I know all of them. These rocks look really familiar. I mean, they're probably just like crushed up paving stones, to be honest. That's probably all they are. Anyway, moving on. Time for some Far Sight. Okay. Hang on a second. Right. We need to start this at the beginning, but then we're going to move forward to the minute 25 because it's just, this is a fucking doozy. Here we go.
All right, everybody. I want to thank you all for showing up today. We've got a good turnout, actually. And we are starting today talking about a really interesting thing dealing with AI wars. And AI wars are really a big thing, but you don't hear anything about it. Right now, the current narrative is simply, do we have good how competent are the AIs?
That was a lot. Those were a lot of words.
Towards just making
are good guy competent. Can we at least get something original? Oh man, I mean, shit. Well, of course. It's got to be something that that intentionally is going to make people who buy it as uncomfortable as possible. You know. Like, fuck the whole grounding bags thing, right? Like, if you really want to protect your testosterone, first of all, it's going to have to play very heavily against people's insecurities, especially men. It's really easy to make wingnutty men very insecure. So just talk about insecurity in your semen and all that sort of thing. So grounding underwear. So, like, banana hammocks filled with rocks. And, like, you could talk, we'll in the marketing materials talk about how calluses on your nutsack are actually a sign of fertility, that all Spartan men back in the day had very calloused ball sacks, you know, and that's how they were able to produce the strongest of seed or some shit. I don't know. Quartz butt plugs. Sure. Fuck it. Whatever. Yeah. Yeah, I love the idea of selling people, like, uncomfortable things to put in their butts. That's pretty great. Faraday bag underwear. Yes. And really, it's just resold, like, bondage gear. It's your cock cage. You really want to protect your seed from all the EMF and the psychic witches? Then put on this cock cage, boy. You got to protect it.
Consumers happy with sort of innovative ways to do something other than simply Google searching. And so, but it's really much more complicated than that. Everywhere, you see evidence that the powers that be, which is the government, major corporates, interests, they have a huge interest in controlling the narrative. They have a huge interest in making it so that the masses follow a certain line.
Okay.
And we're probably going to see, hopefully, some major disclosures happening soon. Particularly, we're waiting to see if the government comes clean with regard to the JFK assassination.
I can spoil it for you. Lee Harvey Oswald shot JFK in the fucking head. You're welcome.
We're going to see if that's first, if they're going to be doing that. Otherwise, pressure is going to continue to build. They'll never hear the end of it unless they actually come clean with that. But the basic idea is that there's always a government narrative. For example, with the drones, sometimes...
Actually, you know what? I want to talk about that for a minute. So I want to shout out a YouTuber, Sean Munger. Does incredible history videos from like a geographic history kind of lens. Really cool videos. I like his stuff a whole lot. Dives into like some crazy cults too, like the Amway cult and things like that. Sean Munger, great videos. he did a series about Lee Harvey Oswald and how he acted alone. But one thing that he pointed out that I thought was fascinating, he went through all of the presidential assassins and would-be assassins, and only one was part of a conspiracy. Only one, and that was Lincoln, because it was a group of people, a clandestine operation to assassinate a few people at the same time, but only John Wilkes Booth was successful. All the rest of them, and I mean all of them, were demonstrably mentally fucking ill. Like, crazy mentally ill people. Including, well, Lee Harvey was pretty mentally ill. He was a wild narcissist and kind of a lunatic. So it's wild stuff. Great fucking video. Go check out Sean Munger.
The UAPs and the drone stuff is really clumsy. Like when an official government person told a congressman to come out and make the major announcement when the drones were first coming out that it was, and I can't say it without laughing, Iranian mothership using Chinese tech off the coast of New Jersey. It was the most amazing thing. I could hardly believe they would say that. Anyway, they pulled that within 2 hours, obviously trying to control the narrative. And then they came out a little while later, some days later, with a new idea saying it was a Chinese mothership.
I like how the captions put it, a C. Ryan podcast, and people were talking about it. A Sean Ryan podcast, and people were talking about it. Okay.
Sort of got some traction on the Sean Ryan podcast.
Oh, okay.
We're talking about it. And then it came out, they told Donald Trump, and he actually reported that it was actually FAA experimental aircraft.
Oh, yeah.
Which is, that was really stupid, too, because they're appearing worldwide all over the place. And, and the FAA has no jurisdiction all over the world, and those drones are showing up everywhere. So,
well, nobody would ever fly a drone outside of where they're supposed to. I don't fucking know. I don't fucking know. Ridiculous shit. We want Harvey. I know we want Harvey. Okay, so anyway, this is like this is the foundational basis of like what this video is actually about. But then here, this makes me so happy.
So there are interesting topics, and you'll see this pattern reinforced and reinforced. And this is going to be evidence, from my opinion, that the AIs some of the AIs are being actively utilized to prevent disclosure for disinformation type of stuff.
Okay, hit us with it. This is what I want.
Now let's go to the World Trade Center 9/11 attacks. Okay. Now, Building 7 was right next to the Twin Towers in the World Trade Center in New York during the 9/11 attacks. Building 7 was the most secure building in New York.
Not true.
It was the hub of the command control center for emergencies inside New York.
Also not really true at all, but whatever, it's fine.
And it collapsed. It was never hit by an airplane, and it collapsed. It pancaked simultaneously on all sides, straight down, and it looked exactly like a controlled demolition.
Except we know that it wasn't a controlled demolition, because when you look at more of the videos, there's a fire raging on the inside. It weakened the very central, structural supports, and it fell inside of itself because of the way it was constructed in architecture. He who does not want to be named anymore made a brilliant video on it, which I'm supposed to be remaking, but I am doom scrolling too much and obsessed with our current political stuff, which is why I haven't remade any of his videos. But we'll get to there eventually.
So, this is the question that I asked both Gemini and Grok. Okay?
Okay.
So let's actually start with Gemini. Okay. And
I love the idea that this big disclosure is that he asked shitty free AIs about the World Trade Center attacks just to see if they would actually say anything interesting, or if they're gonna maintain the conspiracy. Okay.
So I got a lot of notes here, and I'm going back and forth on all the notes just sort of make sure I cover everything. The question, the exact same question to Gemini and Grok. This is Gemini's question. What brought down Building 7 at the World Trade Center during the 9/11 attacks?
Okay.
Here's what Gemini says. The collapse of 7 World Trade Center, or World Trade Center 7, is a complex issue that has been the subject of much debate and controversy.
Yeah, that's canned response right there from AI, sure.
Here's a breakdown of the official explanation and some alternative theories.
Oh.
Remember, always starting with the official. The official explanation is the NIST report. The National Institute of Standards and Technology, NIST, conducted an extensive investigation and concluded that the collapse of the World Trade Center 7 was primarily caused by uncontrolled fires. Fire-induced structural failure. The fires, fueled by office materials, like furniture, burned for hours and weakened the building's internal steel structure.
Yep.
This led to the failure of a critical column which initiated the progressive collapse of the entire building.
Correct! That's exactly what happened. It's exactly what fucking happened. And it's the other thing, too, like, that always drives me crazy. The whole, like, jet fuel can't melt steel beams. Well, jet fuel can't melt steel, but it can weaken steel. But also, what can burn hotter than jet fuel is jet fuel ignited polyesters and fucking a bunch of other shit. Like, it could burn really goddamn hot. Like, all that office furniture really does burn super fucking hot.
Okay, here's some of the, then it goes into alternative theories. Controlled demolition. Some people believe that the World Trade Center 7 was brought down by controlled demolition using explosives. They point to the building's rapid and symmetrical collapse as evidence, and other theories suggest that the collapse was caused by a combination of factors, including structural damage from the collapse of the Twin Towers, explosions, and design flaws. Key points to consider. The NIST findings report is the most comprehensive and widely accepted explanation for the collapse of the World Trade Center 7. Lack of evidence. There is no credible evidence to support the controlled demolition theory or other alternative explanations.
True.
Ongoing debate. Despite the NIST report, the collapse of the World Trade Center 7 remains a controversial topic, and some people continue to believe that there was a conspiracy. Conclusion. The official explanation of the collapse of the World Trade Center 7 is that it was caused by uncontrolled fires that led to structural failure. While alternative theories exist, they lack credible evidence and are not widely accepted by the scientific community.
Just fucking wrap it up.
So, do you see that? You're starting to see the same pattern, right? All right, so now let's go over to Grok.
I just want to hear you talk shit on these AIs. What the fuck? I don't care about what Grok said. It's going to say the exact same fucking thing. Okay. Okay, here we go.
Demolition. Now, what Grok is basically saying now is that because the rest of the architects and engineers in the world didn't also sign that position, Grok's making it sound like they didn't believe it. It's making it sound like these people signed the petition. That must mean if there's 100,000 architects and engineers and 3,000 people sign this petition, then 97,000 architects and engineers don't believe it. You can't say that.
Okay. AIs are dumb. I fucking get it. Holy shit. Holy shit. Okay, and first and foremost, why in the world would you try and ask like some commercial AI made by obviously these massive mega corporations who you would think are in on it? Why would you assume that they would say literally anything else? Why in the fuck? The thumbnail for this stream is incredible. I'm glad you like it. Yeah, I've been really vibing with Severance lately. I think Severance is a great fucking show. I absorbed season 1 and fell in love, and season 2 has been really great too. I don't understand. This is the smugness coming off. It's like these AIs. They just come on, man. Back to Skynet. I'm just waiting for them to release the first T800 model. I know. Save us from the banality of our lack of robot apocalypse. Jesus Christ, what the fuck? But how, okay, and this is the other question that I have about this. How does this have anything to do with AI wars? I don't see any AIs going to war. nor the AIs having war with us. This is false advertising, Courtney. This is absolutely false advertising, and I, for one, am very pissed off about it. Let's learn about aliens. I really know how to segue them, don't I? All right, here's Mario. Mario, for being a dipshit, like out of touch moron, who also is Canadian, so not really that invested necessarily in the politics of my country. He's made a bunch of videos recently. They're all about Elon Musk. And I didn't want to fucking watch those on the goddamn Roundup. So he finally made something that was kind of interesting. He recorded this video a little while ago. So I actually have to find a code, a time code for this one that I forgot to move it over to. What was it? 3:49. He recorded this video where he was in the dark and he heard like this crazy clicking sound, and he's like, "It's aliens trying to fucking talk to me, dude. It's totally aliens trying to talk to me." But that led him to want to make a primer on what different types of aliens there are. So I thought this might be interesting. Let's check it out.
I've seen those. People talk about this Galactic Federation. I've had an interaction with them as well, more than one.
Okay.
Because of that being that I was dating. And what she looked like was, I asked her, "Are you like a reptilian?" She said no.
Hang on. Mario. When you're dating a woman, just as a pro tip, no woman wants you to randomly look at her and say, "Are you a reptilian?" It comes across as pretty insulting. I'll let you fill in the gaps there mentally if you're capable of why that might be kind of insulting to say to a woman that you're romantically involved with. Also, that kind of says more about you. Are you a scaly? Are you a scaly, Mario? No judgment. It's okay.
She said more like a rhino. And she had skin like a rhino, but no horn or anything.
So you were dating a woman who at first you thought was a reptilian, but she had rhino skin.
Same kind of alien head that you would think. If you ever seen Land Before Time, her face looked like Littlefoot. Like that's what her face looked like, and then her body.
What? Hang on. Okay. We need to talk about this. We need to fucking talk about this. Okay. Hang on. You're telling me you dated a woman that looked like that? You wait. Sir. Sir, excuse me. Okay.
It was kind of teardropped. That's a species. So with the Galactic Federation, there was a Palladian, there was an Andromedan. The Palladians are blue.
We're just moving right past the fact that you dated Littlefoot. Rhino Littlefoot.
Andromedans are pink. They're really strong psychics. Okay?
Okay.
There was a frog species. I know this sounds outrageous, but I'm not doing this for fucking clout. Like, this is not going to help my life, okay? A frog species. Tobogganing.
That was so... that was so aggressive. No, this is going to help my life, okay? Well, telling people that you dated Littlefoot is definitely not going to help your life. I will agree with you on that one. I
believe is what they're called. They're also benevolent and here to assist. Okay? And these things occurred after I was in full contact with this other being that was not supposed to tell me what it was. I've also had 2 interactions with draconians.
This motherfucker fucked a dinosaur or something. He fucked something. He fucked something that he was not supposed to fuck. Did he fuck like a, I don't know. Like, is this how COVID started? Did you fuck a pangolin? Did you fuck a pangolin and got so sick and your brain cooked that now you started seeing all these aliens and shit? Were you like romantically entwined with a fucking pangolin? I'm just trying to make sense. Listen, I'm over here just spitballing. I'm theory crafting, okay? I'm theory crafting. I don't know what the fuck is going on. Now he's banned from the zoo. I don't know, man. I don't know.
They're huge. I had like a 10-foot garage, and this thing's head was like almost touching the roof.
Okay.
Very intimidating.
Pangolins are small. I don't fucking know.
They didn't do anything to me, though. There was no, like, they didn't try and do anything to me. They showed up all at the same time. So the Galactic Federation and that Draconian were all in the same place at the same time.
Yeah.
In the same room as me. The other thing I've witnessed, okay? So
I wonder if this the kid's mom. Some hate go on? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. It's hard to say.
When they show up, it's like they show up on like TV screens. It looks like a projector. It was a huge eye and it looked like a dragon. Okay, that's the best way I can describe it.
Uh-huh.
It had a yellow eye and it couldn't fit in the screen. The other ones I could see their full head. This one was huge.
Okay.
And its eye was yellow, okay?
Okay.
And if you ever seen you know what the tree of life looks like?
Sure.
That's what the inside of its eye looked like. And I'll also mention this. This is sober. I'm not under the influence of anything when I'm seeing this.
You know, it's like he read my mind. I was like, did you just mow down on a whole pack of edibles or some shit? You know, what the fuck's going on, buddy?
These are interactions that I've had wide awake in the middle of the fucking day. Another
troubling
type of gray that I've seen. So if you ever watched American Dad, like that species of alien, I've seen one of those in my house. And I've also had interactions where I've been electrocuted. I've been like, some of them will torment you, especially when you show that you're not afraid. They're very interested in that. So be careful how much attention you draw to yourself, because I've called on them before, and then it's like opening a door. You don't know what's going to come through that door. You're trying to interact with this, but other things come in. And I can explain to you why people think they're demons sometimes too, because some of them are malevolent.
Okay.
Some of them are fucking evil.
Okay.
To us.
Okay.
They don't look at themselves that way, but they don't give a shit about you.
I'm really trying to parse this. Roger do be everywhere. Yes, Roger from American Dad is apparently real. Yeah.
I've had those as well.
Another
interaction I've had, okay?
Okay.
So I would call it looked like a Sasquatch, but it looked like, not shitting you, literally like Sully from Monsters, Inc. It was furry and blue.
This dude does the same thing that, like, Remedy H does. He, like, watches media, and he's like, oh, yeah, that's real. Yeah, that's totally real. Watch Monsters, Inc., and he's like, oh, yeah, I've seen one of those. Just a chronic fucking liar, you know? What the fuck?
And it had yellow eyes, okay?
From Littlefoot to Bigfoot. Yeah.
It was in my room at the side of my bed, and I could actually reach out and touch it, but it wasn't fully phased in. They can fully phase in, or they can partially phase in. So this one was partially phased in.
Oh.
And when you touch it, it feels like it reached its hand out, and I reached my hand out, and I could touch it. It feels like cold, like dry ice. But you can tell it's there. It's very dry, but cold. Like Like the movie Casper, when she's like, "Oh, you're cold." That's what it feels like.
Oh my God, it's like another movie. It's just like another movie, guys. It's just like another movie. By the way, did you know I fucked Littlefoot from Land Before Time? What is it? I would hate to be this dude's fucking neighbor. I would be obsessed. Anytime I saw him coming outside with his fucking phone, I'd be like on the other side of the wall, just like listening and shit. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck is he saying now? It would be great. And I would never get anything done.
It feels like that. So these are some of the interactions I've had. I can go into more detail on any of these stories.
Please do.
Or any of these interactions.
Please do.
If you want to just ask me questions, I'll give you more details on what exactly I've experienced, because there's way more. It happens like on a weekly fucking basis with me.
I want to know if you cream pied Littlefoot, okay? Like, what the Jesus fucking Christ. Actually, I don't want to know that. I don't want to know that at all. I really don't. No. Yes. Fuck. Okay. I don't know. Surprise me. Just surprise me. Fuck it. Just surprise me. Look, some people should be kept far away from all forms of media, okay? They will just adopt it into their own dipshittery, their own magical worldview. It's too much. It's too goddamn much. What? I'm just saying, man. I don't know. It's a thing. All right. Anyway, moving on. Was Littlefoot of age? If not, then he's a sicko. Indeed.
I wanted to share this really cool image with you guys.
It is cool.
And talk a little bit about the asteroid or whatever that has been in the news. I'm not going to share any news articles or clips, just talk about it in general. But look how cool this is.
That's pretty cool. We are just moving past me mentioning anything about cream pieing Littlefoot or how I ruined your childhood. We're just not even going to...
Somebody posted this about...
We're never going to mention it again. I didn't even touch anything. And the computer was like, yeah, Jeff, let's move on. Shut the fuck up, okay?
Oh, the reflection on their detergent bottle looking exactly like Saturn. Look how cool that is. That is pretty cool. And that got me thinking about how that looks like how I would imagine the firmament is a transparent dome over Earth. So maybe Saturn has to do with some sort of whatever is happening here with the reflection going on. And just ideas of reflections and...
Were you reflecting on reflections?
Projections. The way that it's like an image projected up on a flat wall that's dark is so interesting. And yeah, the moon is a hologram. It's similar to how that's a hologram. The image.
That's literally not a hologram, but the moon is a hologram, is it? I mean, I know it's hollow. I saw the documentary film Moonfall, okay? So, I mean, obviously dramatized. It hasn't fallen yet, but great movie, by the way. It's a piece of shit movie. It's so fun. Fuck, I love that movie. Fuck, I love Moonfall. Fuck, man, I gotta watch Moonfall again. What an absolute banger of a piece of shit movie. Fuck, I love that movie. Fuck, Moonfall is awesome. Anyway, continue.
On the wall. And I think in a similar way, the sun and the moon, we're seeing an image that's reflected through the firmament. Like when you use a pair of binoculars, you're actually looking at a hologram. You're looking at an image that's being projected close.
That's literally not a hologram. No. And you're not in binoculars, you are literally not looking at a projection. No.
To your eyes. And yeah, so this was just very interesting to me. And what it reminded me of too, the way that this looks like plasma, and the bands.
It looks like plastic because it's a reflection of the sun off of the plastic. I don't know, dude.
on it too, because not only do you have the rings, but it
Yeah.
almost looks like it has the bands and some bright spots, and
Mhm.
reminds me very much of pictures that, CGI pictures that they give us.
Well, yeah, if it was a reflecting telescope, that's different. He was talking about just binoculars, though. Like, no. Binoculars are not a projection.
Of Uranus or Neptune have this kind of vibe, and sometimes they look fuzzy. They look like lenses that are kind of out of focus a little bit. And yeah, I think that all the stuff in the heavens has to do with optics.
Because you see them through optics, yes.
And let's just go through, see what pictures I...
Is Moonfall as bad as 2012? Let me tell you something. 2012 stumbled so Moonfall could soar. 2012 is vaguely entertaining compared to how absolutely batshit Moonfall is, okay? Moonfall is amazing. If you have not seen Moonfall, you have to go and see it. Just keep in mind, it's awful, and it's so good. It's so good.
I have the moon. I think that the moon does have a reflection. It looks like the moon has the continents on it. I think that is true. And something with reflection, again, the idea of reflections happening, and that even might be an as above, so below thing. The moon is an above reflection, representation of Earth, something that's below.
That's not what as above, so below means either.
Another thing
What are
I've
you
been
talking
thinking about
about?
recently with the moon is how NASA talks about it rust.
Also, the movie As Above, So Below is a really good movie, too.
I've made a video in the past how this is biblical. The Bible talks about the moon turning into blood, and I think that has to do with how NASA's talking about the moon rusting, and it's a metal. I think that that's actually kind of a hint. If it's dirt, I've never seen like dirt rust, but metal certainly rusts. And
wait for it.
I mean, I guess if dirt has enough metal in it, it can be rusted. But you know what I'm saying. When you think of what NASA tells us the moon is made out of, you don't think of that sort of rocky surface as like rusting.
Okay. All right. Sure. Fine. Sure. Whatever. Yes. It's the firmament. Okay. The firmament. I do have to say, I love those little pictures. It's pretty cute. When you see a random thing like that, that's adorable. That's something that we can all kind of like get behind. Like, oh, that's really interesting. Hey, this toast kind of looks like Jesus fucking Littlefoot from The Land Before Time. It's a good thing hell isn't real. Iron is a mineral. I know. Yeah. Everyone knows the moon is made of cheese. Sure. What is that one? Littlefoot's cloaca. Stop talking about Littlefoot. Just stop. Don't do it anymore. I say after I brought it back up. God damn it. It's my own fucking fault. I know. The Dynasty. Just in case you still had any faith in in your childhood, just making sure we're stamping out the last little embers, you know what I mean? All right, so next up we have the one and only Mr. Alex Chu. Before we play Alex, though, I do want to mention I do not have a dragon update this month. The Great Black Dragon has so far maintained his slumber and has yet to bless us, to grace us lesser beings with a video this month. So unfortunately, maybe he died. Maybe he died finally. But I think we would have known because he would have risen again and reared up his Great Black Dragon head and did things or whatever. All right. Yep. Let's learn all about something new from the Immortal Man.
Sup, this is Alex Chu coming at you with another episode. This episode I want to talk about my cell realignment machine.
Yeah.
How it can help you slow down the healing in order to avoid inflammation. You know, it's good for asthma, good for arthritis or multiple sclerosis. But anyway, before I talk about that, I want to tell you my name is Alex Chu. I'm the guy who invented physical mortality rings. These are rings that you put on your small finger during sleep. You wear them, you don't age anymore. You become physically immortal. For example, I'm already 54. See, if you look at...
Show the tummy.
Look at my belly, look.
It's a good tummy.
I'm always very skinny, look at that.
It's because you're poor. I mean, no hate on the poors. I'm pretty poor, too. But, like, come on.
Don't have any belly fat, right? If you go to my website, livemuchlonger.com, I have lots of testimonials on my website. Most of them give me 4-star, 5 stars from Amazon customer reviews. If you're interested, hey, you want to look like me when you're 54, livemuchlonger.com, livemuchlonger.com. Link is at the bottom of this video.
I would love to look like Alex Chu when I'm 54. I would love to. I had a couple of people threaten to buy me those rings a while back when I still had a P.O. box, but no, nobody ever did it. Nobody ever did it.
Anyway, this episode I want to talk about my cell realignment machine, okay?
There it is.
The cell realignment machine.
Yep.
I noticed that
Okay. So I only got to like this far into the video. About this far, I have no idea what the fuck this is. I have no fucking clue what the fuck this is. But it looks like a broken piece of plastic. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck. I already look good for 54. That was a good one. That was a good one. That was a very, very good one. Jesus fucking Christ, dude. Wow. Ouch. Holy shit. What the fuck? Wow, dude. Okay. Nah, that was good. That was really, really good. Yeah, I don't even know what the fuck this is. So let's see if we can figure it out.
The cell realignment machine is sort of like it produces chi energy. It produces like...
Oh, does it?
Synthetic, artificial chi energy that can...
Oh, somebody wanted a refresher on Alex Chu's flag. I can't remember if Alex believes he's a reincarnation of Hitler or a Nazi, like a different Nazi. But he believes that he is a reincarnation of a noteworthy Nazi, if not Hitler himself. And in one of his prophetic dreams, he saw this flag, which he designed, and that is his like giga Nazi spiritual insignia or something like that. Does anybody remember? Does he think he used to be Hitler, or is it just like a regular like different Nazi? I can't remember. All right, so this machine. Let's focus.
Generate that can basically speed up the chi energy in your body or slow down the chi energy in your body. Okay. So what happened is when you put the machine, for example, like I have asthma, right?
Right.
If I put the machine near my neck, you know, when I go to sleep, I put this machine near the back of my head, right? Like I.
What the? It's fucking empty. What the fuck is that? So he's an Elon fan. Yeah, definitely. It's fucking empty. There's nothing in there. Dude, there's fucking nothing in there. What the fuck?
I lie down. If I...
This is incredible. Holy shit. Oh, it's full of chi. I forgot. Chi is transparent, so you can just see straight through the chi. My bad.
If I lie down, right, and I put this, you know how people sleep on their side? I sleep on the side, right? And I put this machine at the back of my neck, right?
I can't do that. I have one of Troy Casey's magic tarot cards behind my neck. It's going to interfere it.
And what this machine does is that it slows it. You know, without this machine, right, my chi in the body, especially when I go to sleep, the chi flow would increase, you know, because the body needs healing, right? Every night when you go to sleep at night, the chi flow actually increases.
What was it, the plate?
The chi flow actually increases. So without the machine, my chi flow would go like this, you know.
Would it?
Would be very, very fast, you know. And for people who have asthma, that's not a blessing, that's a curse. The reason is because every time when you for people who have asthma, okay, usually asthma attack occurs at night, you know? Asthma attack, let's say if you have chronic asthma or you have severe asthma, usually asthma attack occurs at night, okay?
So let me get this straight. Your chi flows like a paper plate stuck on a pencil. But if you take that broken projector housing, which, yeah, I'm agreeing with somebody in the chat, I think it's literally just trash he found on the street and ripped all the guts out of, and you hold it to your neck, it slows your cheese so that your asthma gets better, because too much cheese is bad for your asthma. Am I getting this right? Am I? Does it bring the props back? Hang on, I need more props here.
The chi flow decreases because the machines, the capacitor in this machine, right? It also sends out its own chi flow, but its chi flow is a lot slower than humans' chi flow. You know, the chi flow from the machine is like, see the chi flow from the machine is like this.
Oh, it's like that. Oh, it's
like very, very slow. You know.
Sure.
Chi flow from the machine is like extremely, extremely slow. So when I put this machine at the back of my neck, right, instead of, you know, crazy chi flow, the chi flow would go like that.
Oh, like that.
So when the machine's chi flow is so slow, the human chi flow also becomes slow. You know, it's sort of, you must understand the machine's chi flow and human's chi flow, they are now bind together because they are like gears, you know, like when this gear turns slow, the other gear has to turn slow. So what happened is that the chi flow in my body is now near the neck. It's now very, very slow, right?
I feel my brain melting out of my fucking ear. I'm good. I am a visual learner as well. Yes, the props are helping. The props are definitely helping. He does need to take a puff off his Wellbutrin for sure. Wellbutrin is for asthma, isn't it? I can't remember. I don't have asthma, so I don't know. Not for lack of trying. Fat clouds, bruh. Anyway. The cheese only flows slowly when it's cold out. Indeed. Indeed. He should try just, like, freezing his spinal column or something. I don't know. I don't know why he'd do that, but he could always try it. I support him. I support him in whatever he wants to do. Okay, so 4 videos left. We're not to the content warning yet. Not yet, but we will be soon. This is a great caption to just put at the beginning of a video. I am the Deadpool of hummus. Go on.
People sometimes ask in the comments, like most of the comments are so sweet. Then I get these ones where like, you are this, like they'll say just really, you know, things that I can't repeat. Why are you so messed up? And it's like, well, when I was 6 months of age, I got the DTP, the diphtheria, not the diphtheria. That would have been much better.
Hang on. At 6 months old, it would have been better if you got the diphtheria. Gross. Almost as bad as fucking Littlefoot from the Land Before Time. Actually, no, it's probably worse than that. Did I miss my Tormentor Wild Bill? There are no Wild Bill this roundup, unfortunately. Yeah, I didn't want to just piss people off. It's a good month for us to just have fun and be silly and not get too angry. You know what I mean? Yeah. No second. I know, no second takes. Why not just not post this and restart? You know, you're only 21 minutes in or 21 seconds in. God damn, dude. Ugh. I think my brain is melting. What the fuck? Anyway.
Diphtheria, tetanus, pertussis injection. And my brain basically became like Megamind.
He admitted. He just admitted. It's great.
So it was kind of like Deadpool. I really see my journey as like Deadpool. They tried to destroy me, and it actually kind of gave me superpowers. At least it makes me a very unique person, because my brain got totally inflamed. My eyes went severely crossed. And then, to make matters worse, they did a surgery. Imagine, I'm in the hospital, they rip me away from my mother's arms. I'm screaming, blood-curdling screams. They strap me down, they put a tube down my throat to knock me unconscious. And then they cut literally almost all of the muscles off my eyes, and then they sew them like I'm some kind of Frankenstein creation into different places to try to straighten my eyes, when really, if they had just left it, they would have straightened on their own. So I'm pretty messed up from the medical system. And so
this is what, because he got the DTP shot. You fucking dipshit.
Largely explains why I am the way I am, but I'm doing pretty well with this vessel that's been mutilated by allopathy. So kudos to all of us who've been damaged, but we're still going for it.
So how are you the Deadpool of hummus? How does that have anything to do with Deadpool? What the fuck are you talking about? I don't get it. I don't get it. I really don't understand. The super high body temperature from diphtheria warped his brain for life. I guess. I don't know. Are you sure you didn't get the dipshit shot? I think you got the dipshit shot. You got him confused. Yeah. All right. Anyway, this is why we have vaccines. Well, for now, we have vaccines. Ooh, spicy. Ooh. Okay, guys. This is about the time in the roundup where I got to start giving you some content warnings. But also, I'm going to give you a choice. I'm going to give you a choice. We have 3 videos. The very last one has already been picked out. But the first two can be interchangeable. And you get to decide which one. You get to decide. We have the pea or the raw meat. Place your votes in the chat right now. Raw meat or pea. Which would you rather see first? Because regardless, we got one specific video they're going to round out the roundup with. That's already pre-planned. And they're terrible. They're fucking terrible. They're just terrible. And if you don't want to see something like that, you should probably click away. Don't watch the rest of the roundup. It's okay. I forgive you for I was gonna be like, for not being strong. No, fuck that, dude. No. If you don't want to watch it, that's totally cool. Let's see. Meat. A couple of peas. Mostly meat. Get the meat over with. Okay. All right. No, you know what? I think it's pretty close to obvious. We're gonna do the meat first. Yeah. Looks like the meat's winning. Indeed. Okay. All right. We're going to do the meat first, everybody. Here we go. So fucking gross.
Here I am having a chicken meal with tomato and honey sauce, raw chicken, of course. You guys are like, this guy probably always has diarrhea. Well, I don't always have diarrhea, but I do go through phases where I do have diarrhea every day. But it's not like I have to run to the toilet.
You go through phases where you have diarrhea every day. I have to point out that the reason why this guy says he does this is for health reasons. Do you know it's not healthy? Diarrhea, it's the opposite of healthy. It's unhealthy. You should not have diarrhea if you are healthy. That's common sense.
It just, when I shit, it happens to be liquid. And I haven't had that for a while. It was more so like last year. I don't know, maybe I went like 6 months where I had a little bit of diarrhea every day. But that's actually a really good thing because it's good detox. Audinus tells the story of this one guy who was like really pale and skinny, weak and frail. And he had diarrhea.
Yeah, make sure you get your nasty hair like just coated in some raw chicken so you can have that you can have all those pathogens later. You can suck on your hair for all the sweet botulism. It's botulism? E. coli.
Every day for 2 years, but he never quit. And then he is like, I'm so glad I had all this diarrhea because it made him so healthy. He got tan and jacked and sexy, and he started making all this money because he dumped so much toxins out of his colon through.
He dumped a lot of something.
Through his ass. Like diarrhea is the second strongest form of detox. So like the diarrhea, like it hasn't been inconvenient for me at all. And it's not because I'm eating like necessarily the raw food. The raw food doesn't cause it. It allows you to detox. Raw food allows you to detox. And it's a great benefit. If you analyzed my diarrhea, you'd find toxins in it from vaccines mostly.
The best fucking freeze frame. The best fucking freeze frame. Incredible. Absolutely fucking incredible. No notes. No notes. Perfection. Mwah. Amazing. All right. Number 2. Now, this one is going to be a little bit of a journey because this is 37 minutes of Brother Sage demonstrating urine therapy topical protocols. Obviously, we're not going to watch 37 minutes of Brother Sage. We're going to just get his little intro real quick, and then we're going to click through until we find some ridiculousness. So here we go. Here we go.
Aloha, all of you golden plasma water brothers and sisters from planet Earth. Good to see you're still here and you're still participating. Let's see, how's the lighting back there? That's going to... Hold on a second. We're going to demonstrate protocols.
Okay.
If you don't already know the protocols, it's time you learned them.
And let's make sure our window is closed. That's
changes here.
really not gonna help at all, but that's okay. All right.
There.
So, yeah. Somebody else is saying the picture of health right here. I know. It's grim. This man is in his 30s. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know how fucking old he is. But anyway, let's see. He's gonna talk about enema bags here.
Shower door, and you can hook it over the edge there, just wherever you can, so that this and the tubing is long enough to come underneath your right or left leg, depending on how it's set up. To go in your bum, and before you open the valve, boom, let her rip. Now, people ask the question, how long should I keep Urine in my rectum?
That's everyone's asking this.
So you can talk about this kind of stuff on this channel. How long you want to keep it in there, that's totally up to you. That's totally arbitrary. The thing is, unless you're one of these 20-something-year-old generation kids who can hold it in their bum for an hour and do headstands, do that. Most people, what they do is they hold it as long as they can until it's time to, oh my God, where's the toilet? Then you release. Okay? There's that. Okay? And the kid. Always want to keep it around. Now remember.
Oh, yeah.
This right here, let me just show you.
Talks about putting it on his feet.
Of the time, particularly if I live.
Talks
These
about
are designed, this holds about 2 ounces, more or less. These are designed for ear cleaning for the kiki. That's what we call the children here in Hawaii. Ear cleaning.
Squirt it in your ears, of course.
Good solo or join me. We can do that. Okay, so the other thing you do, if you're not really intimidated by drinking it up the nose and you're not ready to just pop this back and drink it up your nose, there are 2 more options here. One is to use a nasoline soft silicone syringe with a plunger.
Sure.
And with this puppy, you're just going to fill up the syringe. Excuse me, this is the plunger. All right, this is the fun part. Stick it in one of your nostrils.
Whee!
Take a deep breath. And then pop that puppy. And in 3 seconds, whatever can come past this blood-brain barrier will go into the pineal gland.
Anyway, here's him drinking it.
Thought would happen. These guys go to parties and outdoor events, and they're drinking urine up the nose in front of a group of strangers. Or they're drinking wine up the nose. I'm going, this is plenty right here.
Oh, yeah, some snorting. There we go. Delicious. Yummy.
And then whenever
Yummy.
Don't waste it. Don't waste it. Don't waste it.
All right. One more. Piss eye cups. We've seen this before. Good stuff.
Golden water. Oh, it's clear. It smells great. And I just tasted some. It tastes like coconut water. When you live in the tropics, you know what coconut water is. All right. So when you're done one eye, you do the other eye. Same thing. Same thing. Keep your eyes open as long as you can. Blinky, blinkety.
Oh, and it's just dripping all over his face.
Drop into it. Feel it. Clearing your eyes, soothing your eyes, getting nutrients into the veins. front and back, the cornea, the eye socket to her. All right.
Oh yeah, and I forgot about this is a good one too.
This just set me on fire, right?
So you can get piss all over your hair and then make sure it stays onto there. How do I do this? I mean, man, I've been doing this forever. This shit doesn't faze me. What does faze me is the last video of the Roundup for this month. Here we go! I had to replace the music, so here you go. Look at the color in that fucking jar. That dark brown color. Aged, fermented stink piss. Just the most nasty. And then we get a nice syringe, a nice big old syringe of nasty, rank, aged. It looks like puddle water. I know. Yeah. And just squirt that straight into your ear. There you go. Jeff, I can fix her. You are welcome to try, my friend. You are welcome to try. Yep, in her ear. Well, because she has an ear infection. An ear infection. Yeah. So it just. Some days I question my job. What the fuck? Does not disappoint. Well, we didn't have any urine videos last month, if I'm not mistaken, so I had to make it up to you. Look, I was operating at a piss deficit, fuck it. So I wanted to make it right. The scales were unbalanced. I had to balance our piss chakras, or fuck it. I'm not gonna keep going with this joke. Anyway. That is the Roundup, my friends, for February of 2025. Again, I really am appreciative and very thankful for everybody who was able to stop in and hang out with me. It was a bit impromptu. Again, it was my fault. I fucked up on the scheduling and that sort of thing. But it means the world to me that you got a chance, that I got a chance to hang out with you live. And also, even if you're watching this in the future, that you invited me into your home to watch some weird shit and some gross shit and some people telling things that maybe they shouldn't be talking about, like their exes that look like a cartoon dinosaur. Very strange. Very, very, very strange. Times are tough, but make sure you find that special someone or someones or your tribe, your clan, your group, your family, your friends. Even if it's just somebody you reach out to across the digital landscape and say, hey, how you doing, and check in on them. Little things like that matter. They mean the world to me, and hopefully they mean the world to you too, and to whoever it is that you might reach out to. Do those things. Let the things that are bad in the world radicalize you and help you be propelled to be a better person. Learn things. Engage with something. Take risks. Have fun. Do something. Enjoy life. Because as shit as the world might be sometimes, this is the one that we got. We only got one shot at it. So live fiercely. Become other people's problem if they want to make you a problem. Let this radicalize you. And as always, I love you. I care about you. And I'm proud of you. And so from my family to yours, take care of yourselves and each other. I will see you guys, as always, next month, at the end of the month, for the Wingnut Roundup, to say sayonara to another one down and look forward to the one coming after. Thank you so much, guys. Appreciate you. I love you. Bye-bye. Mwah. Mwah. Bye-bye. Little pussy. God damn it.
Yeah. And you won't stop, and you don't stop, and you won't stop. I was a terror since the public school era. Bathroom passes, cutting classes, squeezing asses. Smoking blunts was a daily routine since 13. A chubby nigga on the scene. I used to have the tray deuce and the deuce in my bubble goose. Now I got the Mac in my knapsack, lounging black, smoking sacks up in accent sidekicks with my sidekicks, rocking fly kicks. Honeys wanna chat, but all we wanna know is where the party at. And can I bring my gat? If not, I hope I don't get shot. Better throw my vest on my chest, cause niggas is a mess. It don't take nothing but front for me to start something. Bucking and fucking at niggas like I was duck hunting. Coming out just me and my crew, cause all we wanna do is party and bullshit.